check to see that we are live. We are live. Excellent. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Virtual Greyhawk Con. It is Hawktoberfest. Hawktoberfest has finally begun. This is the first full day. We had, there were some games last night, both on and off stream. This is the first full day of gaming. We are the first stream of the morning. And thank you all for, first of all, joining me so bright and early. 'Cause, I don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm really appreciative of the fact that all of you are here doing it with me, because
There are worse ways to wake up.
it's a thing. This is and let me cut already to show all the lovely faces we have here. Okay, I need to switch Kyria and Hobbs screen. That's fine. I'll wait till she's on. We are, this is Danger on the Duntide. It is the first of 6 adventures that I'm running this weekend. First of 3 today. And they all, for those of you who have not been following the campaign closely, the Embers of Empire campaign in the world of Greyhawk has been running for 2 years now. We'll celebrate the 2nd anniversary with tomorrow's 6-hour extravaganza. In terms of timing, this takes place in the common year 624. So it has been some 40 years since the Greyhawk Wars changed the shape of the Flaness. The Kingdom of Niron has undergone quite a bit. They were under brutal attack from the forces of the Great Kingdom. They managed to survive that, though the prelacy of Almor did not do so well. They got overrun. Basically, they salted the earth while they were there. And at which point, Niron, basically, as they fought back, took over Almor. After that, there was the king fell mysteriously ill. There was a coup. The second son basically displaced his father and brother. Eventually, the King Lillenward took out the usurper. The younger prince was executed, and things were fine for a while. There was a period of austerity as they tried to recover. It's caused some strife. It's caused some strife all over. The most recent events, though, in terms of big news, not long ago, in terms of game time, the king and queen were assassinated by a coven of witches. So the young princess Archizai is now the queen, and there are threats to her rule, both from the witches of the Natmarsh, from one of the fallen lords who had backed her uncle in the coup, who had escaped with his lives and is now seems to be reappearing. Which brings us to and there's also strife in Almor because they feel they're being forgotten in terms of relief efforts. That brings us to the Danger on the Duntide. Most of you are recruits for the we call it the Order of the Sundered Shield. The Order of the Sundered Shield is a Carlos Lyson creation, which I've been using. They were brought together to do the things that the Nyrondes militia and military could not. Austerity meant that the guards, they could not hire enough guards and armies to patrol everywhere and do the heroic things that needed to be done. So, in order of adventuring guilds came back into vogue, and the Order of the Sundered Shield is one of them. And there are other factions at play. There are the various churches. The Church of Hieronius, Palor, and Foltus are all major factions. There are the various knights, including the Knights of the Eventide, which is kind of local to where you are. The Eventide basically brushes up against the Duntide. The territory goes up against the Duntide River. You're going to be starting a bit north of that. And when you're brought together, what you are told is that there is apparently a ship coming up the Duntide River that was supposed to be a merchant ship. It had initially locked when they entered the Duntide at the base of the Nessermouth, where the Duntide meets the Nessermouth right out in the bay. They had logged as a merchant ship. However, they've skipped their first two ports of call, and while this wouldn't be maybe considered an oddity or some kind of emergency in normal circumstances, with the assassination of the king and queen still fresh on everyone's mind, with the rumblings of trouble in the Nat Marsh, there's rumors that members of one of the circle of the Nat Marsh, had possibly been massacred or they've gone missing. You've been called to help and find out what is going on with the ship, which let's before we have you all aboard ship, let's introduce our players and their characters. No stranger to the Embers of Empire campaign. We're going to start off with no stranger to the Embers of Empire campaign, as he has one of the original characters in the campaign that kicked us off at Virtual Greyhawk Con 4 2 years ago. Asher, tell us a little bit about Torrens.
Hi, my name is Dale. I'm playing Torrens the Tenna. He is a kind of surly, just stoic clan ranger from the northern part of Nyrond, ranging about the forest. And he has joined and been in a couple of adventures with in the campaign. So he is a human ranger, very, very standard for the most part.
Like a standard human ranger.
Basically, yes.
All right. Next up, we've got Mitchell playing Nornos.
Yeah, I'm you can just call me Mitty, by the way. It's a much more informal name for me. But yeah, I'm playing Nornos Talfendar of House Talfendar, chaotic good elven fighter.
All right, excellent. And next up is we've got Mark playing Gordon. And Mark, you're
Yeah, I'm playing Gordon Cresswell. He's a cleric, human, lawful good, cleric of Hilor. And I've only played Castle and Crusades about 3 times, so this ought to be fun.
excellent. And next up we have the guy. Y'all know him as Brungal in Twitch and Discord. He also has the honor of having the one player character who has died during this campaign under the probably one of the more interesting circumstances of a character death, and it was kind of funny in the way it yo-yoed. His current character might be looking for some payback, just possibly. Though there's a question of who he wants payback on. Chris Bruingall, tell us about Balderdash.
So I'm playing Balderdash Breakanvil, the younger brother of Bollocks Breakanvil, who died in service to the Southern Shield. He had stuck into the family crypt and grabbed the gear that Bollocks had when he passed, that had been returned by the two remaining members of the group. And he is sworn to go chase down the mage that left them in limbo in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, I don't want to out anybody, but it's very possible that Chuck Cumbo, otherwise known as Trollord Chuck, might have left the party to die when things were not looking great. Bollocks's sacrifice was really, honestly, the difference between them living and dying. Uh, he kind of yo-yoed a bit. Was down, up, down, and down out for the count. All right. Next up, let's go to another Chris, DM Chris in Twitch. Who's there? We go. Can you hear me, Chris? We might be having slight technical difficulties.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
I got to mute myself. Hey, y'all, I'm playing Hob Silverback. I'm going to be a barbarian dwarf. And I wish I had the background that y'all do currently, but I'll work on it.
That's all right. We'll figure out something. Thank you for the follow, One True Captain. Really appreciate it. Is Keisha there?
She's coming. She's playing Kira, High Elf Cleric. She's running a couple of minutes behind. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. So while we're waiting for her, just so everyone knows, we do have a giveaway. The stream is sponsored by Trollord Games, makers of Castles and Crusades and Amazing Adventures and other fine products. It is I believe it's a $10 coupon towards any digital product off the Trollord Games site. Exclamation point raffle in order to enter. And yeah, so let's get started. As I mentioned, there is concern about the the ship that has been ignoring their stated ports of call. And with that, you are actually all sailing out from you're all actually sailing out from the capital as the Duntide basically bisects the kingdom of Niron before following the western coast, between Eventide and the Nat Marsh, and things are a little nervous. So let's start off with you all thoughts on boarding the ship, because I'm thinking some of you might not be all that interested in being on a body of water. I'm not looking at anyone in particular, but platewares tend and I'm not gonna say all dwarves, but some dwarves might be a little averse to being aboard ships. So
Really?
is it ticket? It might be
Yeah,
exclamation point ticket to enter. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you for catching that. It's very early in the morning.
Rob, are we sailing north or south?
You're going to be sailing south.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually, the one good thing is the ship that you're sailing on they're taking no chances, even though they won't be able to make it all the way. They'll have to. There is a point where they'll need to stop. They're pretty convinced that they're going to meet you in an area where the ship that you're on is still able to sail the Duntide. It narrows a bit in places, but they have you on one of their smaller warships.
Gotcha.
And the warship is the Fury of the Crown.
Do we know anything about the ship that we were trying to find information on?
So it is a larger a larger merchant ship. So it is moving under sail. It's believed to be moving under sail. All the way. There's been no word about as far as like them rowing. Size of the crew, it might have 15 to 20, not entirely clear. As far as the ship that you're on, they did manage to spare a few fighting men for you, though most of the ship is just purely there to, as far as guide the ship south. So you should. The hope is that you should be basically overpowering whoever it is that you're coming across. That's the thought process. At least you know that you have a bigger ship. That much is clear. So a little more reassuring for those of you who do not like being on the water. Very little chance that you're going to that you're just basically going to get taken out by some behemoth. Doc Shoulder with the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much, Doc. And I'm looking forward to your new character tonight, and then tomorrow the 6-hour stream.
Merchant ship, and I'm sorry, was there a name for that ship?
Sorry, the name of the ship is the Fury of the Crown.
No, the one we're trying to find, or do a
Oh.
bonus check on.
The name of the ship that you're trying to find is called Gift of the Azure. The captain of the Fury of the Crown is Captain Thomas Gorman. All right. Torrance, any thoughts about being on a ship going southbound and possible boarding actions and such?
Are we sailing down the Nat Marsh, or are we sailing down the Duntide, or are we?
You are sailing down the Duntide. Yes.
Okay. I have no real thoughts about this. This is good. This is normal. I'm more comfortable in the woods, but riding on a ship doesn't bother me too much. Like the Lonely Island, I can't believe I'm on a boat. But I've seen enough dwarves to know that many of them are going to be probably very nervous, especially those that are sporting the heavier of armors.
There's a chance that is the case. That's for sure.
Just a bit about the ship we're searching for. I think you called it the Gift of the Azure or something like that. And whose flag is that flying under?
It is flying under. It is actually flying under the flag of the county of Ernst. One of their, as far as like merchant vessel, as far as one of their merchant vessels.
Okay.
And the odd thing is nothing seemed to miss when they did their initial check-in, so it's not clear what has gone wrong since then.
How long ago was it that they checked in? How long ago was it that they checked in?
According to the messages from the Ravens, that was 3 days ago.
3 days. And you mentioned it was a merchant ship.
Yes.
Did they happen to hawk anywheres in particular, or was it just like a hodgepodge of things?
A hodgepodge of things. They were carrying various goods. Some mostly non-perishables. Trading vessels. There might have been some perishable goods, but it was more like various vendors or shipments of items, raw materials, and such.
Why don't you do it? Sorry.
It's all right. What does Gordon think of all this? Mark, you are on mute. And I still have you. I think you're still on mute. Hold on.
Mark, we can't hear you.
Yeah. It's still showing you as muted.
Sorry about that. I was
That's
hitting
all
the
right.
space bar. That was supposed to make it talk, so I don't know. Uh, um, I'm okay with the boat. You know, I float. What the hell? Um, but yeah, this ought to be interesting. I'm a little nervous. We'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on the dwarf just in case he falls overboard.
Which one? There's actually two of them.
Oh, uh-oh.
uh,
Well, I can't rescue both of them.
Oh, thank you so much for the hype train. That is awesome. It's reached level 2 hype train. Very cool for first thing in the morning. Balderdash, how are you
So
feeling about this?
Balderdash has heard the stories from his older brother of the first adventure with the Southern Shield. You notice that Balderdash is getting nowhere near the edge of the boat, and he has heard the stories of them having to fish out the armor from the ocean and having to pull him up out of his brother up out of the boat. So he is nowhere near the edge of the boat.
Awesome. I love it. And what about Kyria? How's she doing with the being on a ship?
Nervous.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Very nervous.
Very nervous. Yeah, plate wearers. Actually, that's a good question. Plate wearers, are you wearing your armor during all this, or are you waiting? Or are you waiting? That's the. I guess that's like the $20,000 question. Ooh, okay. Each of you now has. Let's do this. We got. Each of you are going to have 3 regular hero points. We'll start with two of your own, and then Fosco given 1 for each. So regular hero points can be added to your roll before the die roll. You have to declare it before the die roll. So, and it basically counts as a bonus. And Hobbs, how are you feeling about being on a boat?
Oh, I'm fine. I have my homemade water skin flotation devices. Open them. Tie them to you.
Love it. So let me get you all.
They still sink though.
Let's see. Get you all on that boat, and then we will show the boat. All right, and one boat coming up. If you all will look at the map on the Twitch stream. Doc, who's the regular hero point for? All right, so Dale, you've got 4, and everybody else has 3. And
Did we start with a special as well?
Yes. We'll start each of you with 1 special. Just like for those of you who are familiar with Lord Gazumba's game, and I hope you are, because if you're not, you are missing out. Specials can be used to change the die roll, where the regulars, you use it as a bonus before you roll. The special can be used to change the actual physical die roll. So if you have a 19, you can change that to a 20. One other note from my players. I knew I forgot something. We do have crits in this game. We do not use crit tables. A critical hit is just full damage for that particular attack. Still it's still plenty of damage that can go out. And reminder, if I'm not sure if any of you have one, but if you happen to have a weapon that says keen, on it, that means you will crit on a 19 or 20. So if you have a keen weapon, you roll an 18,
Got
natural.
magic? Oh my
Hmm.
god.
There is that. All right. The good news for those of you who are a little wary of being on the boat, and I've got you firmly in the center of the boat, right here. The Duntide is being kind today, or the weather's being kind anyway. The Duntide is at least at this point it's pretty wide. Not much affects it in terms of like there's no rocks or anything to create no rapids or such in this deep water. The ship itself is true to its name. It's large. It is basically smooth sailing. You can see that it is armed with a couple of catapults, as well as a ballista up front. So, it's ready for possible ship to ship action. As you're going, as you're sailing south and you start heading towards the southern coast, and the Nat Marsh is on your right hand side. And as you look at the shores, it's always been a spooky place. It's always been, kind of the area of the boogeyman where those who live close enough to the Nat Marsh always tell stories of, of the evil creatures there that will come and take you if you're not a good child. The story that you tell your children to keep them in line. It seems spookier now. There's a almost a forbidden aura that is coming off of the land, and even from where you are, you can feel it. It's just there's a sense of danger for no reason that you can articulate. Just the everything seems a little darker despite despite the brightness of the day. The trees all look, the foliage all looks a little bit more gloomy, kind of semi-lifeless, despite being in full foliage. And there's the constant feeling of shadows wandering about, just out of sight on the shoreline. Even the elves are having issues focusing in on anything. Whatever's going on in there, it seems being in the middle of the river might be a good place to be right about now. The captain comes down at some point and says, if word is, if the information that we have is correct and they haven't stopped, we should be seeing them within the next hour or so. I would suggest being prepared. There's likely to be a fight coming soon. My intention is to pull up alongside. We'll lower the sails and pull up alongside, and it'll be up to you as how you decide to get over there. We have ropes, we have grappling hooks, but if you have your own methods, I leave that up to you. I was told that this is your mission, and we're here to assist as we can.
Oh, ropes and grappling hooks will service us fine.
Excellent.
Unless anybody has any secrets I'm unaware of. I don't intend to swing to the other ship on the yardarm.
Just make sure they're secure before we try and get to the ship.
I'll do the best. I would point out the fact that we are on a river, and not exactly, ships don't exactly stop on a copper piece. So We'll do what we can. There might be some ramming, so my suggestion would be to stay away from the edge of the ship while that is going on.
Yes, absolutely. So nobody has a horse on the ship, right? I always have to ask that question.
I can call one, but I do not have one on me.
Okay. I didn't want to be
I think I can.
alerted to a horse jumping between the ships.
Wait, no, that's another character. Never mind.
And sure enough, the other ship starts to come into sight. You see, like the Fury of the Crown, it is also three sail. It is a little bit smaller, not quite as long. Doesn't sit quite as high on on the river, but it is still a sizable ship. And they seem to be moving at a pretty good clip, at least as far as you can tell.
Now, is the Fury using, or are they coming north?
They are coming north, yes.
Okay. So is the Fury using any bells or horns or anything to alert them? Kind of, like flipping on the lights if you're a policeman, or are we just coming out of nowhere at them?
Well, actually, something that would be something he would want your input on. Do you want to just completely surprise them or give warning?
I'd give warning. We're the bigger ship.
We're the bigger ship, and we are technically doing like a check on them, so no need to surprise.
Yeah, I don't want them thinking we're river pirates.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I mean, I'll point out that right up until the point where he decides to start dropping the sails, it is flying the flag of the the banners of the crown. So,
Okay.
being river pirates, if you're river pirates, that's one hell of a capture that you just got.
Right? That's true. But just in case they don't
that's a
have
whole new
somebody
adventure.
paying strong attention,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this whole, oh, you surprised us. We thought you were pirates. So I'm taking my spot on the yardarm. My bow's within reach, but I'm hoping that it's not needed. I'm hoping they're not dumb enough to open fire on us immediately.
Well, you know something? I'm going to leave that up to chance. Sure enough, the captain does have what basically would functionally be a bullhorn of sorts, and you hear him calling out to the other ship, "Gift of the Azure, this is Captain Thomas Gorman, and the from the Fury of the Crown. Drop your sails and prepare for boarding." And their response is kind of immediate and, well, not polite. As their sails do drop, at which point you find the presence of a ballista on their foredeck, which you see a couple of men turning it to fire at your ship.
Well, that escalated quickly.
We have our own, do we not?
You do. Their first shot, and I just rolled a nat 20 on their hit. Their first shot ends up catching the foredeck and wipes out the forward ballista, as well as the man who's covering it. You hear you hear the captain call out, um, hard to starboard, prepare to ram.
Oh, I brace myself. I don't want to get flung overboard.
I grab a hold of anything that looks solid for dear life.
So we're going to move that down. We are going to move. Oh,
Because
Yeah.
we're going downriver. We're gonna.
yeah. And this one.
Although I will, with my hands on the rail, I am prepared to jump over as needed.
And let's get some more of those on here.
Also, hey Rob, real quick. I just noticed in the Twitch chat. I think I am confused with Gordon.
Oh, okay. Somehow I'm not sure if you two switch places in Zoom or one of you.
Did somebody turn off their camera for a second? That always throws it off.
Oh, no.
And then now you're confused with Hobbs, of course. Everyone's back in their good place. Yes. Oh, success. You know something? Give me a second. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I can. I know exactly what I need to do. I keep forgetting that I need to do that because
There we go.
It's like take that screenshot. It allow me to figure out where I need to put everyone so everyone goes back in their correct places. All right. There we go.
What?
I got the screenshot.
What?
So, what I'd like each of you to do is everybody's hanging on to something.
Yeah.
I'd like everyone to make. I'll give you the option: a strength or a constitution. Actually, a strength strength or dexterity check, whichever is better for you.
Okay.
As you try to hang on during ramming speed, or as the ships ram. Let's start with Torrens.
All right, I rolled poorly, but it is a prime, and I have a fairly good stat. I went from a 6 to a 12, so unless it's a CL of 2 or more, I feel like I've grasped the situation.
All right, yeah, you're in good shape. You had warning, which is important, which lowered the CL, so it's almost a straight up. It's almost a straight up roll. Nornas.
You said to add level to this, correct?
Yes.
All right. 24.
All right, yeah, Nornas, you're like, okay, ram, what? I didn't feel anything. Gordon.
Hang on. Let's see. So that'd be a 14.
All right, and was it the stat you chose? Was it a prime for you?
It was strength, yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you are. You just grab hold of something and you're able to steady yourself. Not a big deal. Balderdash.
All right, that is a 14 with mods.
All right, yeah, you're good. I'm assuming it's one of your primes.
That is not my prime, actually.
All right, Balderdash, well, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
at 14, you're just off of it. You stumble a bit, but it nothing terrible. It doesn't do anything for your sense of unease being on a boat, and you're kind of glad that you were standing in the middle of the boat.
After I recover, I retighten my grip on everything.
Kyria.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Actually, it's weird that I can hear you because your list is muted in Zoom.
Probably
We're
hear
hearing
it.
her
Yeah.
through. We're hearing her through Hobbs.
Ah, that's why.
So I add what?
Either strength or dexterity, whichever is better for you.
Or strength.
Add your modifier and your level.
Okay, roll a 14 plus 1.
Okay. Yeah, if you're up to 15 now, you're fine. And now Hobbs.
Mine was a 18 dex prime.
Hobbs is just standing there. He doesn't even bother hanging on to everything. He's just like, what? Nothing. With that, the sails all come down, and we are going to move the ship a little further. There's a terrible grinding sound as the two ships ram, and then there's the creaking of wood, a bit of a groan as you hear at least one of the structures sound like it might start buckling just a bit, but hard to tell. You watch the rest of the crew who a little more practice at this. You see one trip and fall and have to pick himself up, but they've all pretty much lashed themselves to anything that they could to stay on it. And we are going to roll as soon as I get the ship a little further up. We are going to roll initiative. Dale, you're going to start us off with the first initiative roll.
Alrighty then. I am not going to I'm not going to spend a special, so I'm just going to roll straight up D10 and 9. Good start.
All right.
Much better than my last D20 roll.
Castle Keeper.
You rolled a 10, didn't you?
Castle Keeper rolled a 10.
I knew it.
Oh man, this is great. Oh boy. Well, in that case, a couple of the guys jump over. You hear from the aft deck up the the higher level aft deck. You hear the sound of chanting, some chanting. Gordon, it doesn't take you long to realize, and even Balderdash, you recognize it from your brother. Actually, we have two clerics in this party, don't we? We have Kyria and Gordon, I believe.
Yep.
Kyrie, you recognize it too. They apparently have a priest because you recognize the sound of a bless spell being cast on theirs. I need to roll for this guy to see whether or not he successfully jumps over, and he does.
Do we hear any particular gods being invoked?
Ooh.
Can I make a listen check to see if I can
Sure.
catch that?
Sure.
All right. Let me pop ye old listen. I don't think... Nope. Human Rangers don't get any bonuses on that. I'm just going to pop off a whiz. It is prime, so I might actually make it. 11.
11 prime.
Yeah.
You don't hear invocation of particular god. You hear references to the one who's watching, the dark force.
Okay. We're not hearing invocations to the Lord of Light and things like
No.
that. Okay. That's
So-
really what I was after.
this guy is.
Tempers
actually-
can get a little heated when ships bump into each other on the river.
And that guy jumps over. So, these guys move closer. Oop. You note that there's two of them that stay back and look to be guarding two others. The first thing that happens besides those jumping over is Torrens. Two magic missiles come your way from the other one standing back carrying a staff on the aft deck. Apparently, they also have a mage.
They've got a mage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least he's wasting his magic missiles on me.
That was a waste of magic missiles too. Two magic missiles, only 4 damage.
Oof. I mean, ah.
Ow! Oh, that was terrible. All that for that. Gordon, you got 2 guys on you. The first one, AC 19.
AC 20.
First guy misses. Oh. Actually, no, the second guy definitely misses. The first guy, you just basically raise up, you take your shield and just kind of brush his attack to the side. There are two of your guardsmen on the ship are being attacked. The first guy is able to avoid the attack. The second one, not quite as lucky. Ooh. And you hear a cry as one of the guys gets hit with the full force of a morning star and gets knocked off the boat into the water and quickly sinks beneath as the two ships come together. Rather grisly way to go. With that, it is your turn. So, first of all, let's start with the clerics. Kyria, is there anything that you want to cast? You don't have to cast. It's just in case you want to.
You're on mute if you're talking.
Yes, I will. Bless.
You gonna cast Bless?
Yes.
All right, so Bless is pretty much going to cover. It's going to pretty much cover everybody. I think everyone gets a +1 to hit. All right, so you've all got a +1. Heckmanistan. I love Auror's Heckmanistan. Either way, I love that username. Thank you so much for the follow. Gordon, did you want to cast anything, or do you want to straight up attack?
I think I'm just gonna straight up attack.
All right. Which one do you want to go for? Do you want to go for the one below, to your south or north?
We'll go the one on the south.
All right.
Let's see. I can't see anything on this one. Oh, I rolled a 20. Wow.
Your hammer, your hammer connects to the midsection of the attacker, and there's a crunch, and you hear, and blood flies from his mouth as basically his entire midsection just kind of collapses inward from the force of the blow. And he crumples to the deck dead.
Oh.
Rob, how are these guys armed and armored?
They look to have, as far as armored, they're bits of chain. Some of them are wearing like piecemeal pieces of plate and over bits of leather. They're not the most well armored group you've ever seen, but they're better than some. They're
So these
they're
guys do look like river pirates. Okay.
all right. Let's see. Next up, Torrens. Why don't you go?
All right. So I've got the blue background, right?
Yes, you're over
Okay.
here.
Well, I guess there's one right next to me.
Yeah. No, all right, what? No, this guy is.
Or is that one of ours?
That's one of ours. Let me zoom in a bit so you can get a better view.
Yeah, sorry, they're about an eighth of an inch tall on my screen. Okay. Okay, yeah. Well, so is there one up on the forecastle already?
Yes, he jumped. He jumped over after the ballista
Well, I don't
wiped
want
out.
them to turn our ballista on us, so I'm going to run up there and attack that guy.
For what it's worth,
Ballista
the
was
ballista's
destroyed.
gone. The ballista
Yeah,
got
the
destroyed.
ballista
Oh.
was destroyed.
Well, I'm still going to run up there and attack that guy.
All right.
Although, never mind. Yeah, I will.
right.
I'm probably going to get shot with a ballista for my effort, but I'm going to whip out my long sword and run up there and give him a swing.
All right. Go for it.
All right. Ooh, nat 18. So with all my bonuses, I got a 24. I feel pretty good about that one.
Yeah, no, that hits.
So rolling my damage, no bonuses to damage. They're not hobgoblins, are they?
No, they're not.
7 points of damage from my blade.
Ooh, yeah. No, he's bleeding profusely. The blade struck portions where there is no metal, cut into the leather portions of his armor and definitely pulled out, hit flesh and drew lots and lots of blood. So he does not look. He's still standing, but based on the look on his the pained look on his face and the blood dripping from his lips, he does not look long for this world.
Good.
Balderdash.
So Balderdash is going to go towards the guy that's nearest him, but he doesn't walk. He more shuffles his feet because he doesn't want to take like a full step. He's still worried about the ship. And then he's going to try and bash the guy's head in with his warhammer. And that is a 19 plus 5, so 24.
That's gonna hit.
And 1d8 plus 5. 7 plus 5, so that's 12, right? Yeah.
12 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, your hammer connects, and just like the poor crewman before him, this guy gets knocked clear into the water. He actually slams against the side of his own ship before falling into the water, and you hear a slight gurgled cry of pain before he slips beneath the depths of the Duntide.
That's for bollocks.
All right. Nice. Hobbs.
So is there one within 10 feet?
There is no one. There is no one within 10 feet of you. There are still, still those on the other ship. If you wanted to do some kind of acrobatic thing to jump onto the other ship, you'd get there. You just wouldn't be able to attack this round.
Move up 10. Do I have someone within? Yeah, I'll run over and by Klingon's hairy R's, here I come. And I'll
give me a dex check.
$18. That's prime.
18 prime. You all watch as the dwarven barbarian does his battle cry, and not only does he leap onto the other ship, but he leaps upward, just kind of grabs onto the railing of the foredeck, which is still a good 5 feet above him, and just kind of catapults himself onto the other ship, to the dismay of the very startled, well, not sure, pirate. So whatever they happen to be, it, the guy was not expecting to see this. And okay, and I think the only person who hasn't gone this round is Nornos.
Correct. The white tokens on our ship, which ones are enemies and which ones are ours?
You can't even see it at this point because he's already in back, but the one in the back is yours. These are your guys.
I'm sorry, which ones?
These.
I can't really.
They're kind of fatter.
Oh, okay. The guys with like shields and like are bald.
Yeah, they're wearing.
They're
I think they're
helmets.
wearing like
Okay.
caps or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And those are ours or enemies? Sorry.
These are yours. These are the bad guys.
They're yours.
The ones that have like they're carrying have a morning star or
Okay.
a flail
Gotcha.
of some
Gotcha.
sort hanging.
All right. I guess I'm just going to move kind of by the ballista and start to engage those two.
All right. Going to like go over here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You'll be able to attack next round. Speaking of which, everybody who can go has gone. You've got the spells. Gordon's attacked. All right. In that case, let's roll initiative. Nornos, you've got initiative. Roll D10 for me. And let me know what you got.
Oh. You said me, right? Sorry.
Yes.
2.
Well, the good news is, I rolled a 1. So you all get to go first this round.
Well, you beat our 10 last round, so I feel like that's just fair.
Yeah, I'm apparently doing a game of extremes. Hey Curtis, good to see you, and Dave Guild Superior, thank you. Thank you for all your support, and my pleasure with the shout out. All right, let's do this. Norris, why don't you get your first attack in?
Sure.
And remember, you've got a +1 from the bless. The bless is still in
From
effect.
the bless? Yep. Well, a 13 hit.
13 is going to just miss.
Gotcha. Is there anybody around me I can use combat dominance on?
Ooh. Well, you're the first person to ask me about combat dominance after a miss.
I'm just taking whatever I can get.
And as a matter of fact, it doesn't even. I don't even know if it says anything about that.
It just says an extra attack on people who are like half my level, and doesn't really say.
Yeah, I by the way, I changed combat, house ruled combat dominance because the attacking 1 HD creatures gets really old, useless really quick. So we give fighters a little bit of a buff. It's half their combat dominance works on half their level. Going what do you call it? Push downward. So rounded down. Words are hard. I'm gonna have to check on that rule later, but because we're in the middle of a game and we're here,
yeah, you don't have to hit to use it.
You
Just
don't have
get an
to
extra attack.
All right. Well, in that case, yeah, you can attack the second guy.
Perfect.
See,
I will
see if your
do
luck's any
just
better.
that. Oh yeah, that'll hit a 27. So I hope that hits.
That hit.
7 damage.
All right, and again, he's you strike him, and Gordon, you see the guy that's standing basically as you turn around to the other one. You see he's not doing well. He wasn't quite expecting an attack from his flank. The fighter getting his 2 attacks in on different targets. Gordon, why don't you go then? See if you can finish this guy off.
Yep, I'm using the Warhammer again. See, that'll be 13.
13
Rolled a
total.
13. Yeah, total.
13 is going to miss. He just barely gets out of the way because even a slight hit at this point, a love tap would probably have killed him. Manages probably manages more to bend over in pain and by some stroke of luck avoid the attack than anything else. Torrance.
All right. We're back to me. I'm going to try to finish this guy off. Luckily that I wasn't disemboweled or shot with a ballista in the gut. So here I go. And 1 for the bless. For some reason, my die seems glued to the 6 today. So even with all my bonuses, that only got me to 12. And from what I heard before, that's a miss. Sorry, guys. I let you
Fail
down.
stated.
Yeah.
That is going to be a miss. Let's see. Hobbs.
Right. So currently there's one next to me.
Mm-hmm.
How does it work if I throw something while in combat with somebody?
You want
So
to
basically,
throw?
there's one in front of me, and then there's one on the other side of that guy. I'm
You want to
hoping
throw
get a
one at
surprise
throw
on
it at the guy. Was Hobbs
the
the
one on
character
the
that I
other
gave?
side, the one.
Was Hobbs the character I gave the dwarven thrower to?
Yes. So I'm trying to get a little extra bonus by
Actually,
hitting the
you know
one behind
something?
him.
It occurs to me that the guy is like halfway down the stairs, and the other guy is down the stairs, and you are on the foredeck. So I am going to allow it. You can throw if you want to throw it at the other guy. Go for it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. $23 to hit
That's going to hit.
with 8 points of damage.
Oh, this guy crumples to the ground. The guy in front of you is very, very, very confused. He sees the hammer. He sees your arm go back, and like he ducks and watches the hammer go over his head, and hears the crash from behind him. The hammer starts coming back to you, and I am going to give a 25% chance that the guy stands up enough, not thinking that anything could possibly happen, to see if he gets hit with the hammer on the way back. He stands up and the hammer whizzes just past his ear back into your hand.
I give him a really big, grinny smile with my hairy silver face.
Actually, let me move Nornos down a bit since he was attacking both of them. Balderdash.
So
if you want to move
Balderdash
up to attack that guy, you can.
Yeah, he's going to move up beside Norinus and attack that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's not good. 3. That is a 11. So that was not going to do anything.
That will miss. The guardsman does get to attack him. Yeah, the guardsman or the the fighting men normally sure of foot, not so much on this one. The nature of this close quarters combat's kind of throwing him a bit. He slips and drops his blade and needs to pick it up. Kyria, I don't know if there's anything that you want to do at range or if you wanted to move up.
I'll move out
You gonna move up?
to the closest one I can.
All right. You can move. I'll have you move. Run through your people and get down by where Gordon is. All right. So at that point, I think that's everyone. So they get their turn. The one that Balderdash attacked saw what Nornos did to his buddy, and decides to attack Nornos. And the 7 on the die is not going to do it.
Try better, peasant.
Yeah, the one who is looking not long for this world attacks Gordon. And AC 15 is not going to do it. I know that much.
That just sort of pinged off of me, off the shield again.
This one is going to attack Torrens. AC 15. I'm pretty sure that's not going to hit.
You said Torrens 15? That's a
Yeah.
miss.
All right.
Sorry, it took me a second to register.
That's right. This guy jumps over to attack Gordon as well. That guy, as he's jumping over, catches the lip of the deck of the Fury of the Crown and ends up falling on his face just behind Gordon. Which actually works out well because that means you won't have flanking. They won't have flanking on you for the next round. The two on the foredeck, or I should say on the aft deck, have crossbows out, and fire. Well, they fire at Torrens because you're the closest, and they don't seem to care about the fact that they're firing into melee. The second one, first one, the second one. Let me see if either of them hit their buddy. One of them shoots his buddy in the back.
I love it when a plan comes together. Now, if only
Friends
they
like
would
that.
shoot their mage with their ballista, then we could be happy.
He might have shot a crossbow bolt into some fleshy part of his buddy. You hear the guy yell, "Ow!" But seems to be not too much the worse for wear. He's moving a little gingerly. Might have problems sitting down later.
He won't have problems sitting down later. He'll be dead.
Oh, and the one gets to let's see. The one gets to attack Hobbs. Hobbs, AC 19.
That misses.
All right.
21.
All right, so I had the one that tried to attack Gordon and missed. I think all of theirs have gone. Their casters are not doing anything at the moment. Actually, no, one of their casters does do something. The roar of battle suddenly goes very, very quiet as a silence spell is cast, encapsulating not only the party but especially the two clerics. All right. With that, I think we are at initiative again. Nornos, you won initiative, so you get to roll again.
Cool. 5.
Castlekeeper rolls a 4. All right. Torons, taking out the sky, take 2 or take 3. Yeah, what'd you get?
I'm sorry, what did you ask, Rob?
You're attacking the guy trying to take him out again.
Okay. It is 1 for the bless. Nat 20. Yay. So that'll be a total of 8 points or 10 points of damage. Max long sword plus 2.
The guy had one thing left. Your blade just comes flying across right through the neck. Body goes one way, head goes the other way, and the head just kind of like in slow motion just falls over the side of the boat.
And then I'll look to come down. So are there still guys manning a ballista on the other side?
No. They're
Okay, good.
right now. Everything that you see on the field is what there is.
Yeah, if they're not manning a ballista and our ballista is destroyed, then I will just move up toward the deck and see if it looks safe for a jump next round. Or actually, I'll go give flanking to my pal over there, and yeah, just at the top of the steps, hem that guy in.
Okay. All right. In that case, let's go with the other side of the ship, Hobbs.
All right, so I'm gonna hit him with my hammer again and try to use him like a nail.
Insert joke about it. Man with hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Yeah. 13.
13 total is going to miss.
Okay.
All right. Gordon. In addition to the bless, you now have a +1 on whichever the two that you decide to attack as you've got flanking.
All right. Gotta get a new dice. 16, 19 total.
19 total is going to hit.
Two damage on 7 points of damage.
All right. That one is the one that you had already hit once, and
Yeah.
he was not long for this world, and yeah, you take him out. All right. Let's do this. Kyria, you've got free to attack this guy.
Wing minus at him.
All right.
Uh-huh. Ten.
I'm sorry. What was that?
That was a 10.
10.
Yeah.
That is not going to get it done. In that case, Nornos.
All right. I'm gonna step up.
Here.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Am I able to possibly swing at the other guy, or is he a little too far away on the other boat?
He's a little too far away. You need to be on. You'd actually need to be on the boat for melee attack.
Gotcha. All right. I will hit the one I am by then.
Okay, you've
Uh,
got an additional +1 because you've got flanking with the with your own crewman.
cool, cool. 16.
16. That is going to hit.
Excellent. 11 damage.
Oh wow! All right. Yeah, your blade cuts right through him. His mouth opens to what you would assume would be a cry out and a gargling sound, but it almost comedic effect because there is no sound. Everything is silent, and he just crumples to the ground dead. All right. Let's see. Balderdash.
Oh Lord. If I go to the edge of the ship, can I reach across at the other guy there?
No, you'd have to like run and leap onto the other ship.
That's not going to happen. Um,
Oh, come on. What could possibly go wrong?
no repeats. Not going to do that again. Um, is there space for me to move in and hit the guy that's surrounded?
Kyrie gives you a little seeing what you're doing. Trollord Games, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We are in the middle of our first combat of the day on the Duntide River, ship to ship combat, and we have we might have a couple of dwarves, one of which is showing no fear whatsoever. One has seen this movie before and is being a bit more cautious. Balderdash, I'll let you. I'll be kind. This is go ahead.
That's 10, that's 17 plus 1. That's 18 total.
18 total is going to hit.
Whoops, that didn't land right. That's 6 plus 5. So 11.
11 points of damage takes him out. With that, I think everybody in the party has gone. So, two things happen. One, another stream of magic missiles comes out. This time aimed at Kyria. It's 2 magic missiles. Unless you have something to negate them, I don't think anyone has a brooch of shielding in this one. But if you do, just let me know. 2. 6 points of damage.
Hey, Rob,
Yes.
her location before the foredeck, I don't even know if she'd be visible.
That's a good point. Torrens, you get to take the magic missile. That's 6 points of damage.
I don't mind. I just thought I was like, I don't even know if they could see her.
I am, yeah, listen,
6 points? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ow.
taking the hit.
Ow, I say to silence.
Oh, man. The priest does cast, and I don't even know if I have a token for this. I really need to. It's one of the things I need to get some kind of proper image for. But let's see. What can I use? Ignore the fact that it's a sturge token. Oh, sometimes you got to make do with what you got. You've got a glowing hammer appears beside besides Gordon and Nornos, and takes a swing at Nornos and misses. Apparently, the priest's aim is not any better. Is really not that good. Oh boy! All right, Nornos. I think you're on a initiative streak, so I think you're rolling again.
Let's keep it going. 9.
Oh boy. 1. All right. Yeah. Well, you're right there. So Hobbs, you're the one who's in melee with somebody.
Go ahead and try to use his head as a watermelon.
Everybody has another regular, including me.
I can't remember using.
I did say Hobbs. You're the one who's guy, right?
Yes, yeah. 19 to hit.
19 is going to hit.
And 9 points of damage.
Yeah, your hammer sends him flying. It basically hits him right on the chest bone. There would be a cracking sound, but again, there's a lot of silence that's still covering that particular area. And he goes flying backwards to the deck, and he's dead. You what do you call it? You can move up 10 feet if you'd like.
10 feet. Yeah, I'll move up 10.
All right.
Or down 10.
You note that the rest of them don't seem to move from the aft deck, and right now it's not entirely clear that anyone's guiding the ship. It's still kind of like right now the two of them seem to be almost locked together. Because of the silent spell, there's not there's no sense of what's going on in terms of potential damage to the two ships. Your senses can't be good, but they're kind of tightly stuck together now. So, let's do this. Why don't we start with the people furthest away? Nornos, what would you like to do? And ignore the fact that Hobbs is there, because this is all kind of happening simultaneously. So
Sure. Am I able to draw my bow out and shoot at one of the two remaining guys at the same turn?
Okay. Oh, you know something? I need to move this down a bit because there's more than two. Because you guys can't see the casters.
Oh,
I apologize. I did not realize that you couldn't see them.
yeah. I'm basically just off of whatever's on the Twitch stream.
Yeah. That's my bad.
Changes things actually a decent chunk. I'm just going to try to board the other ship and make my way down to engage that party.
All right. Just give me a quick dex check.
It's like a scrolling arcade game from the 80s.
Does the bless help with that?
I don't think so. I think bless is just purely. I mean,
It's +1 to hit.
Yeah, it's +1 to hit.
Wasn't sure.
And fear saves.
Ooh, 5 on a prime though.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you make it because of the fact that the ships are tightly strung together. You're able to get over, but you kind of stumble and don't get much further than that.
A-okay to me. I am on a ship.
Gordon.
Yeah, I'm jumping onto the ship too.
Give me that dex check.
Let's see, 15. 15.
All right. Yeah, you're able to go and still move. I'm assuming you want to move down.
Yep, I do want to move down.
All right. You can get to about there.
Okay, that's good.
Balderdash.
I don't want to jump across the ship, so I am going to try and swing at the Sturge hammer that's flying around here.
That's not. It's not
Oh,
attackable. It's a spiritual
oh, so
weapon.
there.
Yeah, it's a spiritual. It just
Oh,
attacks you.
can I man the catapult?
There's no catapult.
You
Oh,
can
they're
man. You can.
catapult.
You
Yeah,
can man. Yes, you can
Oh.
man a catapult.
I want
I
to man the catapult.
I can't see where this could possibly go wrong. Suddenly, you see the dwarven paladin and is on just chucking it backwards, moving away from strangely moving away from the battle as he starts to move the catapult and turning it around. I'm assuming. Torrens.
All right. Well, Torans is going to go down and at the base of the stairs, not from up here, because I feel if I jumped across from up here, I'd probably go into the storage hatch and crash through. So I'm
Would
gonna,
I do that?
you would in a heartbeat, and it would be hilarious, which is why I'm trying to avoid it. I'm gonna go down to the base of the stairs and jump across.
All right. Give me that dex check.
And because my dice have hated me today, I'm going to use all 5 of my regular hero points to add to this roll.
Things I was not
So,
expecting.
I'm
just
still
don't
expecting to roll a 1. What am I
I was-
rolling? Strength or?
Dex, because you're just
Oh,
basically
okay, good. Dex is a prime.
yeah. Just don't roll that one. Oh no! Please do roll that one.
Oh, of course. I put all my points in and I got an at 20. So, yeah, I gotta.
Fosco called. He's like, nat 20 coming.
You succeed with flourish.
Yeah, not a problem.
You run down and leap over on it, and you stick the landing. You're sitting there staring at Hobbs, like, hi. And, yeah. I'll even get you. You stuck the landing so well that you just like look at Hobbs and then twirl on your feet and are able to make it another 10 feet. Because, using all your regulars and still getting a nat 20, you deserve a little extra.
It's, if I didn't use any, I would have rolled a 1, I assure you.
Rolling a 1 would not have saved you even with the 5 regulars, just so you know.
Yuck.
Kyria.
And the spellcasters are. We're gonna.
Everybody is on the
Up the
other.
stairs.
Everybody's on the other ship.
I was seeing if I could shoot from the up deck to them.
I'm sorry, I did
moving
not catch
ship.
that. What would you like to do?
Look to the other ship.
You're gonna jump to the other ship?
Yeah.
All right, give me a dex check.
Oh goodness. 14.
14. Is it a prime for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. You leap onto the other ship and you find yourself standing next to Torrens. All right. That is all of them. That's all right, Chris. No worries. The 2 guys moved down to you, but because of the fact this is all basically happening at the same time, they don't get to attack. However, as far as the casters, the spiritual weapon moves, and it's going to attack Hobbs. And it is going to miss Hobbs because apparently he did not bring it down low enough. I already used magic missiles this round from the other guy, right? Cleric. The cleric casts Shield of Faith on himself. All right. Next round of initiative. Narnos, you are on a hot streak. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Oh, probably not. 2.
Well, you're. If I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign, but my die rolled off of the dice tray. It bounced off of it, and there we go.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1. God, how am I supposed to have any fun? I mean, come on. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, Gordon, you've got one right in front of you.
Yeah, well, actually, what I was thinking about was casting the sound burst. Can
All
I
right.
focus it? Is that I can't tell how big. I'm trying to cover the guy in front of me and the 2 casters with it. Is that
Ooh.
possible, or just the
Hold on a second. Let me check because you are just out of the area of the silence, so you actually can hear your own footsteps now. Which sound bursts. Let's see. So sound burst. Any point 50 feet away. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. It's not a cone. It's basically a circle.
Yeah, it's a
up
circle.
to 50 feet
Yeah.
away. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. You can hit the both of them. Absolutely.
All right, and the guy that's in front of me. Okay, that's what I was saying. The radius. How far away is the guy right in front of me from the 2? Can I get all 3 of those?
No. Yeah. You can place it where you can hit all 3. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see what happens here. Now, do I have to roll a spell to hit this? This is where I get confused. I haven't played a caster.
Ooh. For sound burst. No. It is actually you just roll for damage, and it's a save as to whether or not they're stunned.
Okay. Now, 1d8 damage. Okay. 7 points of damage.
All right. So the guy in front of you fails, so he's stunned. You see him like put his hands to his ears as he doubles over in pain, stunned from the attack. The mage does make his save. He does take the damage though. And the priest makes his save as well, but again he takes the damage. So the only one they all took the 7 points of damage. The only one that is stunned though is the one directly in front of you.
Perfect.
All right, Kyria, you got a guy right in front of you that you can hit.
Okay. 12?
12 total is going to miss. Torrens. Dale. You're muted.
Sorry, I got a message from work. My turn?
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, I've got a guy right next to me, don't I? All right.
Yep.
I'm going to swing. Better. Nat 19, so 25 to hit.
I was going to hit.
Rolling damage. No bonuses. And for some reason, I clicked to hit again. 5. Or so that's 7 points.
All right. Yeah, he's not doing well at all. Nornos.
I'm assuming the mages at the back of the boat are like on the deck and not up
Yeah.
in like the sails and like a crow's nest or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
They're on the aft deck.
I'm gonna move as far as I can to make it to the back of the boat.
All right. Yeah, you're able to basically run up to the back, run straight up the stairs, and find yourself face to face with the mage.
Perfect.
Hobbs.
So there's no one close enough to me to hit. I can't see it on the screen.
Let's see, 5. You know something? I'll give it to you that you can get close enough to hit this guy.
I mean, I can throw my hammer too, but I'll
Oh,
go ahead.
listen, if you want to throw into combat, I'm not going to stop you. Just
I'll move it. No flanking or anything.
by the way, Hobbs, you also have another regular hero point, so I think you're up to 4 at this point.
Okay, thanks. 26 to hit.
26.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have hit him.
Or 11 points.
You might have killed him too. I didn't even get to take a sip of the coffee. There we go. He's down. Boulder Dash. You find yourself alone, and you note that the Captain Gorman is looking at you kind of quizzically, but he doesn't say anything.
So this is where Dale's going to probably hate playing with me for the rest of the day, but I'm gonna. What do we have for ammunition in the? Do we have like grape shot, pitch bale? What do we got going on in the catapult?
Yeah, no, they've got pitch. Yeah, yes, they do. Are you lighting something on fire?
Hopefully not me.
I was hoping it would be solid ammunition, but if that's all I got, then
I'll give you the option. If there's also some solid ammunition. Not quite cannonballs, but it looks like pieces of stone that kind of carved up in just enough size that it'll fit in the catapult.
so yeah, I will use that then. I'm gonna shoot for the guy that's furthest away from everybody, and I will use the why don't I use 2 of my regulars?
Sure, why not?
Try and be safe. Oh God, this might be bad.
I want to. I actually, I'd like you to do something for me. I want you to give me a wisdom check, just to see if you know how, if you can figure out how to fire a catapult at this close range and actually hit something. I mean, you're firing it anyway. You're committed at this point, but it's a question of.
So
what this
that
looks
was 17 non-prime.
okay.
Oh, plus
right.
whatever the name pluses.
Catapult away.
Another 17. So that was 17 plus 2 regulars, and he has bonuses I could possibly get.
Somehow, Balderdash manages to figure out how to fire a catapult and have it go almost purely horizontal before the thing releases. Gordon, Torrens and Gordon, you hear just as because you're outside, it's very, very sudden. There's no sound, and suddenly there's a whistle and a very strong breeze as a piece of stone goes flying past just above your just above your heads, past your ear, flying to the top. The priest seems to be in the middle, just about in the middle of trying to cast something, when this giant rock hits him and just knocks him clear off the back deck. I'm not even rolling for damage on that one because you hit him with a
You
freaking
Wilhelm scream.
you freaking hit him with a catapult. Right. Okay. That's everyone. The one on the stairs who's oh no, he's stunned, so he can't do anything.
He's just standing there.
Oh, the spellcaster in front of you, strangely enough, does not seem in any. I mean, first of all, he's already hurt, and he's hurt reasonably badly. I mean, he is a mage after all. You know, they have the spell acid arrow. We know it as Melf's acid arrow because this is the world of Greyhawk. And he fires it at Nornos, like right in front of him. So this is, I believe, a ranged touch attack. Got to roll d20, and that was freaking terrible. He's in too much pain. The spell he like points at you, and the spell just kind of fizzles out as he's trying to cast it. Nornos, you are still with the initiative. Dear dice, please let me get one more thing in. But
Another 9.
Castle Keeper's got a 4. Nornos, you're up standing there with the caster, and you can tell the look on his face. He knows that doom is impending.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna like give him one singular chance. I'm gonna look at the failed arrow. I'm gonna look at him, make it very apparent that there's like a pointy, sharp sword next to him. Sure, you don't just want to give up.
Given the option, he's going to surrender. He didn't think surrender was an option, but given the option, he does surrender.
Ah, you see, we need information from you. So of course we're going to accept your surrender.
Gordon, you've got a guy in front of you who's stunned, so who's also
We just
taking damage.
dispatch him.
Yeah. You know, I'm not even. Let just roll. Make sure you don't get a 1. Anything other than a 1 is going to hit him. I don't even care what your actual attack roll is.
12.
Yeah, no, you. He had taken damage from the sound burst. There's blood coming from his ears, and you just basically hit him on the back as he's bent over in pain.
And push him in the water. There we go.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Sploosh.
All right. And with that, we are at just about the halfway point. This is where we're going to take our break. Mics will be live, so if you don't want anyone hearing what you're talking about afterwards, please mute yourselves. Do not turn your camera off because that will screw with the screens. We will add a thing where the cameras won't be showing, so you don't have to worry about that much, other than people, the other people on the Zoom call. Thank you, everyone who has been watching this morning. Thank you for the support, the gift subs, we had a hype train this morning, which was really, really cool. All of the bits, the channel points for the players who have made use of them. We will be back in about 10 minutes or so. It's 10:52. Let's call it 11:05. Be back and for the second half. See you then.
Right on. Why couldn't work? A bot waited a couple minutes to bug me.
That's the way it always is. I need to stand up.
Okay.
hope everyone's having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Fantastic time.
So I got peppered with
Definitely.
magic bee stings. I got
Yes.
hit by 4 magic missiles. Is that bandageable, any of that? I know the latter 2 were 3 each, but if I were to expend, say, 4 of my 5 bandages, would I go down to 2 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. Because hit points now is better than hit points later. And I'm down to 1 bandage.
Later, Fosco.
And wiping out my wound tracker, which is super handy dandy in a game with bandaging.
Bosco was the only one to actually make it out of the dungeon last night.
Almost a TPK, huh?
Yeah, I
Whose game were you
technically
playing
survived.
in?
Kurt, it was on Darling Creep's channel.
Oh, okay. I
So-
didn't watch that.
I killed Bones. And uh uh Creep was paralyzed with poison. I was alive in the dungeon, but I lost my divinity and became a level 1 fighter. And Fosco escaped
It sounds
using
just
rope
brutal. Were you
trick.
guys playing Shadow Dark or something?
No, but it's Kurt.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's Kurt. But yeah, it was a good one though. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm happy with the decision I made to make everything part of the campaign. The only thing about everything being part of the campaign is I'm definitely not quite as brutal as I would normally be for one shots. Because one shots is one shot you live,
Oh, yeah,
you
because
die.
people bring their characters back.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I want to make it difficult, but not to the point where it's like you've put work into a character and then suddenly it's just you run into a buzzsaw.
Look at it this way: you've only had one person stupid enough to lose a character. So
We've had close calls. There have been close calls. But your character, I mean, the way Bollocks died is was kind of funny.
So I could play Nornos again in a future game then?
Oh yes, absolutely. Nornos is your character. And I will. One of the things I need to do is I need to put together a spreadsheet with everybody's character, who played them, because I'm getting to the point where where it's getting a little out of hand. It's like I'm looking at characters and I'm trying to remember who played them. It's like, wait. So City Guard of Hebron. This is a ongoing campaign that's been going. We're celebrating our 2nd anniversary tomorrow. We have a 6-hour stream with 3 members of the original party. One person who's been there not quite from the beginning, came in like I think 2 sessions or 3 sessions in, and we're missing a couple of people, but we do have somebody else who is also going to be filling in. It's an ongoing living campaign, which means, and let me go back to the player screen. It's not a weekly game. I'd like to get one of my goals for the new year is to get more sessions in with other players, and figure out how to get you all into more games if you're interested. Because the more games I can run, the better. The better I can tell a story, so the story doesn't end up focusing too much around the one party. Right now, the one party has most of the most of the major events have happened to them, and I'd like to, I'm adding more factions. Not everybody is going to be part of the guild, the adventuring guild. Now it's people are part of the different factions, whether it's one of the churches, Palor, Foltus, or Hieronymus being the big three. Though we do have a paladin of Saint Cuthbert who might make Saint Cuthbert the preeminent church all on his own because he hand out pamphlets to everyone. I need to do something with that. Now that I think about it, I gotta give Sonius gotta work in that story a little bit. There are a couple of knighthoods. There's a couple of orders. One of which you're going to run into a bit in this. Actually, I think it's the second game. We have a couple members of the order. Druid and ranger orders. So different people with different objectives and different motivations.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we've like I said, we've been doing this for 2 years now. The main party has, I think, done like 9 adventures or something like that over the course of the 2 years. Gary Khan, the players playing Hobbs and Kairia, they have other characters which will be in a later game. Actually, I think they'll be in tonight's. I could be wrong, but I think they might be in tonight's game. Their characters were first seen at GaryCon this past March. Hobbs and Kairia are new. Their other characters, Zygon and Minya, are originally GaryCon characters, and so it's cool. I think they're the first people to play with me in person first, and then on the stream, which is kind of interesting. It's really I like it, but. So yeah, all of you are absolutely welcome back for more games.
Gotcha. Yeah, assuming I survive, I would definitely like to kind of incorporate, I don't know, flesh out my backstory more.
Absolutely. All right. So you've taken control of the ship, and I've got a map change, so. For now, we're going to stay with this particular view. First of all, everybody, welcome back, and exclamation point ticket to enter the giveaway for a $10 gift card for Trollord Games, and we'll be doing the raffle at the end of the near the end of the stream. We do have, we have more streams coming this afternoon. I'm not entirely sure who I'm rating into. I have to look at the list, but I also will be streaming again at 3 p.m. Eastern. The second game of 3 that I'm running today, that one is Dark Heart of the Gnat Marsh. We've already talked about the fact that the Gnat Marsh is a spooky place that's gotten scarier all the time, as the main party well knows. There's more to that, and that might actually have some impact on tomorrow's game. We will see how that plays out. But for now, you've taken control of the enemy ship. You have captured the mage, who, as far as you can tell, is the only surviving member of the ship. You do a quick check below decks and not. Oh, is the next game a YouTube game? All right. Well, in that case, I'll have to see if I can find somebody who streaming, even if they're not one of the featured streams. Just to pass it on. But be back here at 3:00 for the second game. The mage. The only name that he gives you is Gideon. He does not seem to be interested in saying anything beyond that in terms of his name. Phoenixy Wacky, we're raiding with 18 people. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope your virtual Greyhawk Con is going well. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm hoping that you're part of it, because John, you always run fantastic games, and I've had the pleasure of playing in some of them. So welcome, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Shirank. We are just finished with the combat. There was ship-to-ship combat, and they successfully got the took control of the other ship, or at least subdued everyone, killed everyone on the other ship, other than a mage, who they're trying to extract information from now, as we continue with Danger on the Duntide. So, who wants to question the mage?
I really would.
All right.
I'm gonna stand by and look intimidating.
The mage who's in pretty obvious pain. The sound burst. You do see bits of blood coming from his ears. He's his stance is a little struggling, but he has a weird semi-serene look on his face, though.
Okay. Can I like see if he is like charmed or drugged or something?
Give me give me a wisdom check.
All right, let me look that up on my character real quick. Okay. I'm gonna use 2 of my hero points on this.
All right.
Doesn't help when I roll on that one.
The only thing that you know about that semi-serene look on his face is it's kind of bothering you, because there should be nothing serene about this.
I look back at the party. Do any of you jokers want to question this guy before I just toss him overboard?
By the way, I would remind you that you do have a paladin in the party. Just I feel compelled to bring that up for reasons.
Yeah.
Paladin's concentrating on staying back in the middle of the ship, so he's not really paying a lot of attention to what he's doing. So if you're sneaky enough, you might not. I might not notice.
If I didn't hear it and I didn't see it, did it really happen?
Are we still lashed to the Nyrond?
I just walk up to the paladin, put my arm around him, and sort of walk him back toward the back of the boat.
Yeah, you're still the two ships are still lashed together at the moment.
So, I mean, we don't have this isn't a case of we have to kill this guy or question.
Yeah.
Worst case is we can hand him
Just
over to
take
the
it, yeah.
Nyrondal forces to take back for whatever they're charging him with. And of course, Nyrond is going to seize the ship, I'm sure.
I know,
We
but he's
searched the
creepy.
captain's cabin on the ship. Do we find anything useful? Or is going below decks a exercise in terror that we should gang up for?
I did mention that a quick just a quick check finds nobody else on the ship. You do find actually give me a wisdom check. I should probably ask for that.
Alrighty, wisdom check. I got an 18, and that is a prime.
Yeah, you find signs of bloodshed and struggle, and you come to realize that the problem started below decks. As when you come back, when you eventually make your way back up, you realize that there are also signs of it on the ship itself. Damage and blood that isn't explained by the fight that you had. But there's more of it below decks. There's a couple places where bodies were obviously dragged.
Oh,
So somewhere along the way, the crew of the ship, as best you can tell, the crew of the ship was taken by surprise and disposed of. You do find the captain's the captain's log. It doesn't mention anything about the troubles, which not exactly a shock, but as far as you can tell, this ship legitimately was a merchant ship.
okay. So it was taken over by pirates or raiders or some
Yeah, something like
ne'er
that.
do wells.
Your suspicion is that they had taken on people who a number of people and possibly people impersonating members of the crew, and they just
Uh,
took everybody else by just pretty much took everybody else by surprise and just just
sort of like
massacred
an
them.
insider job.
Yeah, part insider job and part possibly a couple of passengers. It's not completely unusual for somebody to book, especially since they were they weren't going deep sea. They were Ernst is just one thing over. It's the next territory over. So they would have been hugging the shore the entire time, booking passage and sailing upriver when you're heading towards the capital. Not not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay. Is there a port nearby? Because I'm gonna make sure I tell Captain Thomas Gorman that this merchantman looks like it was taken over by ne'er do wells, and he might be anxious to seize it for the crown given the period of austerity that they had, but it might be something that somebody will have claims on.
There is a we have one of the port towns or Tuxlefit. Thank you for so much for the follow. There is a place where as far as dock that we'd be able to, if not dock at, releasing people to take them via the roads and such.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it to the crown what to do with the ship then, but we'll
Mhm.
tell them that it looks like it was taken from these people took it from them.
And you see him call out to a number of his crew, and they come aboard the other ship and uh, start getting it prepped to be on its way.
Okay, cool. We didn't lose any crewmen, did we? I don't think we did.
You lost. I know you lost at least one crewman.
Okay.
One of the ballista.
Oh no,
Okay.
you lost two. One with the ballista, and one was killed
Yeah,
from
okay.
from a straight up attack.
Does our captain recognize the name Gideon by chance?
No, he doesn't. He comes over. He just doesn't recognize him by face or anything else. One thing that you do note is that there's a rowboat missing. There's one of their
Ah,
one of their lifeboats, or well actually not even a lifeboat. It's just a rowboat that they use for heading to shore if they don't have a port or docks that they can go to.
is there a place nearby that looks like a rowboat might have landed?
Not where you currently are. There, but when mentioning it to the captain, he points out that there are plenty of places where a rowboat could have found land and made their way in. Uh, not good. This is really probably not good.
If we
Do you think
continue
it's
downstream, we might actually be able to find the rowboat because we know they're coming upstream.
Mhm.
Hey, Robert, the feed's all screwed up again with names. They're all rearranged.
I think it's just me and you again.
Yeah, I think it is. You're right.
It's great. I took a screenshot so I can rearrange you all in Zoom and not have to play with the. So, all right. Actually, hold on a second.
Somebody's turning off their camera.
All I did was shut my shutter. I didn't turn it off, so it wasn't me.
Okay.
Not my fault.
You know what I
Yeah.
don't understand?
I guess turn my audio off.
What I don't understand is, as far as I can tell in Zoom, you are in the correct places. So why did it?
I don't know. That's weird.
According
Maybe
to the
it's
Zoom
on Rob's
screenshot,
side.
you are exactly where you're supposed to be.
No.
Well, that's a fail. That was a great plan that just went absolutely by the board. So yeah,
I think Nornos and Gordon are just the only ones that switched.
Right, but the problem is because of the fact that the Zoom screenshot I have says you guys are in the correct places. I don't know if switching the two of you is going to be enough.
Oh, I see.
It's the last
Hold
time
on.
I join a party of doppelgangers.
Hey, there we go. I don't know why that worked, but okay.
All right.
Haha. I'm getting good at this. Oh man. Yeah. So he points out that yeah, there are places where a ship can land, uh, unless they had some way of dragging the boat. We should be able to spot it as we go by, and we have our own boats that you can take to shore if you wish.
Okay.
Sounds good.
The mage Gideon
Yes.
and all of these guys. We're gonna Greyhawk them. Do they have any loot? Especially
Well,
the mage.
Yeah.
Especially since we're taking him prisoner, we don't want to leave him with all of any magical doodads he might have.
And
Mhm.
clarification, is the mage named Gideon, or
The
does he
mage is
just
named
refer
Gideon.
to?
Yes.
He says
Okay.
his name's Gideon. We don't know if it is.
And then, I mean, well, there is that. Yeah, the little details.
So any goodies on them?
So the mage himself did have, and we're because this is a want to make sure that you're able to use it sooner rather than later. The mage does have a ring of protection +2 on him, which was about the only thing that was going to probably would have just prolonged the pain if Nornason decided to take a swing more than anything else. As far let's do this in terms of coin. There's a fair bit of coin, which is a bit concerning. Each of the those of them that fell to the deck dead instead of getting thrown overboard. You find a total of 75 gold among them, which is one. You find that they each have a coin purse on them that has the gold. So all of this is actually in very specific coin purses, which means that they were paid really well for this.
And whose coinage were they paid in? Is it mixed or is it like all of, say Ernstian coin or whoa, Allmore coins or whoa, Hale coins?
It's a mix of Almorian and Nyrandese coin. A little bit more Almorian coin than Nyrandese.
I smell V in this. Okay. Well, I don't, but I mean,
Can't imagine why.
Okay.
Is the paladin still around him? Is the paladin still around the mage?
I'm going to leave that up to the paladin as far as what the paladin's doing. The paladin was kind of going out of his way to ignore anything that might be happening. Checking the inner workings and outer workings of the crossbow, which the rest of the crew that's remaining are looking at him kind of. This is not, it's probably not a good idea.
Doing preventive maintenance checks and services on his armor.
So I asked him who paid him to do it, and whip out my cigar end cutter and slide it on his index finger until he gives me an answer.
He lets out a howl of pain. He's not one for taking direct, especially slicing damage.
Or to be a finger wiggler without any fingers.
Yeah. He's and he's holding out. You see, he's like really struggling, but he's I can't say. You're too late. It's already too late. Everything will fall. It's all going to fall, and it's going to be glorious.
It's too late. Why not share it?
Squeeze it a little bit.
Save your fingers.
You know I'm already a dead man.
That's not necessarily true.
You think the
This
queen
this
will
this
let me
country
live?
just went through a civil war and they didn't murder everybody on the other side.
Tell that to Prince Seaward.
Oh, well. You lead a coup. You reap the whirlwind.
Well, her reign is not going to last very long. We've seen to that. You have. There's no chance. No chance.
All right, so you're plotting against the new queen. You hear it here, traitor. Gag him and take him away.
I don't cut his finger off. I'll just pull it off and kick him in the shin.
He's a spellcaster. I mean, if he's not going to give us any information, gag him and hand him to the Nyrondes to let them deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. If he's not going to give us any information. So he's clearly part of a faction that's trying to take out the Queen of Nyron, the new Queen of Nyron. So do we want to go in search of the boat downstream? So we lose a few crewmen who take the prize off to a port.
Yeah, well, the captain is like that would be my suggestion, but I defer to the rest of you.
Yeah, I don't know that it does us any good to try to go down river with two ships lashed together.
By the way, you do find among the other things that you find there's a couple of things. One, there are 2 potions. There is a potion of endure elements, which helps you resist extreme heat or extreme cold, and a potion of cure light wounds. I already mentioned the ring of protection +2. And the priest. Oh no, the priest got knocked. Yeah, no, you don't find anything from the priest because the priest got knocked clear into the water.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that was Balderdash with the catapult. I'd forgotten about that.
I don't hate you, Bruingo.
He knocked him clear into
I'll
next
wait
week.
for you to dive down and get my treasure. No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, no, that's the extent of the that is the extent of the treasure.
Okay, ring of +2 protection. Sound off if you are in need or have a low AC. I'm a ranger. I have a medium AC, so I'm pretty good. We do have a party of armor wearers for the most part. I don't see any.
There are no spell. We have no pure
Yeah,
spellcasters.
no monks, no rogues, just fighters and clerics. Wow, we're awesome. I'm interested in the ring, but I mean, you guys have as much claim to it as I, so.
I'm wearing all my brother's armor, which is really good. So I I will pass on it.
Will the ring stack with our armor?
Yeah, it's +2 protection.
Yeah. Just beware if you have rings that you're wearing already. You can wear 2 rings of up to 2 rings, or well 2 rings to have them active. Otherwise you would need to switch rings out as needed. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone has more than two. Well, no one has more than two rings. I don't know that anyone has two rings. They
I don't even have any magic, so
I have AC 20, so I'm not really worried about it. So somebody else needs it.
I mean, I also have an AC at 20, but I'm sword and board to begin with, so I wouldn't mind a ludicrous AC, but if there's
We'll
anybody
find
who
out
really
nobody has 20 AC.
I'm good.
all right. Well, we'll knock yourself out, Mitty.
All right, I'll take it.
Or-
all right. And who's taking the potions? Or you can decide that afterward. You're not, that potions aren't really. Actually, I just need to know who's carrying the potions for now, not necessarily who's going.
Okay.
All right,
I'll
Kyrie is
carry
going.
them, and anybody wants them, hand them out. I don't care. Let's see what I have.
Actually, I think Kyrie said that she'd carry them.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, you've got the potions for now.
So it was cure light wounds and endure elements.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So with that, they do their best to we call it separate the two ships and using large poles to kind of push off each other because they had kind of gotten a bit entangled. The damage to not completely unexpectedly, the damage to the merchant ship is much more serious than the damage to the warship, Fury of the Crown. There is, there definitely is some damage, but it's higher up. It's where the rim of the we call it the merchant ship hit. It's questionable as to whether or not they're going to be able to get the merchant ship all the way to the capital, but they'll do their best. And they have places they can pull into a dock if absolutely needed, or find a low water point. And with that, you all get back underway. It is not long before one of the probably Nornos. So I would imagine you're
Yeah.
keeping keeping a lookout. You managed to spot a rowboat near shore, an abandoned rowboat near shore, kind of dragged up onto the shoreline. No visible presence of any people at this point, but it kind of fits the timeline in terms of when Gideon said that they had gone to shore, or where they was suspected that they would be. And I'm assuming with that you are.
Yeah, I'll share the information with the party.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Put us ashore. I'll try to track them.
All right. Let us
For a
go.
change, you got a ranger in the party.
Hey, all right.
Let me make sure what the map looks like before I do that. All right, and awesome. I'm sorry, I had switched screens, so I missed who the follow was from. But whoever it was, thank you very much. We just hit our follower goal. We are now at
Catacomb
440.
Spring.
What was it?
Catacomb Spring, I believe was the name.
Oh,
Huzzah.
welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. All right, so we can go out of that and bring up the map. Oh, Catacombs RPG. There we go.
RPG. Oh, I couldn't see. I just took my glasses off, so I tried
Oh,
to.
I was like,
I see what happened here. You've got them flipped on different on the combat versus the non-combat. That's why it's different.
is that what?
That's what it is.
Huh?
You've got the overlay set up differently for combat because they're flipped back again, right?
How did I? Oh, all right, I need to fix that for the. Well,
Make them the
yeah.
same.
All right. So here we go again. Well, this time I do have my Zoom thing, so I know where everyone is supposed to be.
That's just weird.
So Mark needs to go here. You need to go there, and it's just basically there we go. Haha.
At least the mystery is solved of why it was screwed up because it's a different overlay.
Keith, good to see you. Thank you so much. All right. So there is, you do see the rowboat. And with that, I will bring you all ashore. Hold on a
We
second.
think it's a rowboat. It might be a mimic. But I'm suspecting rowboat. That's the level of paranoia I have in my Arden Vulgan.
Moving to that page in the Monsters and Treasure Guide.
Rob's like, how did they guess my rowboat mimic?
I mean,
People
don't get me
crawl
wrong.
into it.
I love a mimic as much as the next person. The only
What
problem
a
with the
mimic
mimic is
ship.
the only problem is once you use the mimic, everything is suspected of being a mimic.
Yeah, once you take that toothpaste out of the tube, there's no going back in.
I mean, it's like when I give, people ask for game mastering advice, and really one of the first things I tell them is, I get that everyone loves the idea of mimics. They've become really, really popular. But once you use a mimic, especially if you're doing a dungeon crawl, your game is crawling to a halt because everything is going to be suspected of being a mimic.
My guys forgot about the mimics. They just remember the rust bats.
Oh. All right. Do me a favor. Give me that good track and check.
That's what I want to give you. And of course, I blew all my points except my special, and I'm not using a special. So let's see how we do. No bonuses. Ooh, 18.
Despite the despite the somewhat marshy conditions, there's definitely been low and high ebbs in terms of how far the shoreline has reached here, especially during stormy periods. You are able to find tracks somewhere between, you figure somewhere between 6 to 8 people.
Oh, wow.
It
wasn't one person who got away. It was a bunch. Okay.
Heading inland. And it occurs to me that I put you all on this map, and I'm going to take you all off this map. Because this map isn't all that large physically. I had a plan for this entire thing, and I decided to change that plan. Oop, hold on. So, take you off there. And move you to another map that is over here.
I can't see. Okay, cool.
Aha.
I don't know that it matters, but I'm sorry. When I said 18, that was an 18 on the die. I got a 23, and it's prime. So
what I need
knocked it out on the park.
What I kind of need at this point is a marching order.
I'm probably up front because I'm following the trail, and I wouldn't want, dwarves and elves and other people's all heavily armored all marching ahead of me, screwing up my counts. So
I'll take the very back.
Who's taking it back? Nornos?
Nornos, yeah.
All right.
I'll fall in behind Dale. Or Torrens.
We knew who you meant.
All right.
I'll sit someplace in the middle, I guess.
Rob, I'm
Uh,
already having flashbacks to Lagamundo getting leaped by the toad in the swamp.
Yeah, that's always.
I'm not gonna lie. I do like me some swampy conditions. There might be a reason why I do so much work with the Nat Marsh, but Hobbs, where are you in all this? I'm assuming up
Uh,
front with like
yeah.
with Baldash. All right. Um, you make your way. You're making your way inland, and there's plenty of sounds. The sounds of insects chirping, the occasional birds flying up ahead, up above. Thankfully, despite the somewhat waterlogged conditions, there is enough dry land to make tracking, and not only tracking but walking not too tough a chore. Your feet are maybe stepping in a little deeper than they would be otherwise, but it's not slowing you down all that much. Uh, there's the occasional rustle of occasional rush of the brush nearby, and some birds will fly out of it, occasionally chased by something that gives up as soon as it realizes that its prey has flown away. um, but otherwise it's you see the trail, and you get the feeling that they are in a bit of a well, not, they look like they're in a bit of a rush. The sense you got is that they're trying to move as fast as possible.
Hmm.
All right,
Wonder
well,
what the rush is for.
we'll have to pick up our pace. I, I looked judgmentally at the dwarves as if they had something they could do about it. And I keep up with following them.
All right. Um, do you move ahead of the part? How far do you stay ahead of the party, or are you staying? Are you making sure that
Well,
the
I'm not
party's like right
being,
with you?
as a player, I'm not being dumb enough to get way ahead of them anymore because that backfired on me in the Nat Marsh. Um, Maybe just like 10 feet ahead, and I'm going to have my sword out. Normally I'd have my bow out, but I don't want to
Okay.
get jumped by a frog.
By the way, so just so you have a sense of it, where you are on the map now, this is after you've been
Hmm.
following them inland for a bit. It's not where you've just gotten ashore. So,
Right.
um, you get to a certain point and things get kind of quiet. There's still birds flying overhead. There's nothing in terms of nothing in terms like any kind of aura being given off. It's just a general sense of things are kind of quieter than you expect them to be. Um,
All right. Eyes are on a swivel looking for an ambush.
all right. Um, you get, and it would help that if I actually moved it, you know, on the map instead of trying to do it on the stream picture. Um, uh, you get to come around the corner, and you find that the well pieces and parts of your prey, or you think anyway. There are, and I don't have tokens for it, so this is going to be theater of the mind. Um, there are a number of corpses on the ground. You count three fully human sized corpses that have looked to have been torn apart. You also find a couple of arms and legs that appear to have been ripped from the bodies of these.
Okay. I'm going to take an unorthodox approach.
All right.
I'm the people that have been killed. I'm going to look at their boots. Are these familiar boot prints that I might have seen over the last mile or whatever?
Um, give me a
Any?
give me a wisdom check.
Okay. Because I don't know if these are the guys we've been following or somebody they ran into or 12 prime.
They look to be about the same size and same markings as the boots that you've been following.
Okay.
You note that the other thing that you note is that they were killed not all that long ago. They were killed no more than 3 or 4 hours ago, which would kind of match up with the times that you'd have expected them to be around this area.
I wonder if this is why they were in a rush. Oh, I think you're muted.
I'm assuming what let's say that if you can see on the screen where I'm like kind of circling, let's figure that the corpses are here. So I'm guessing that you're like moving up to do your inspections and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Um,
See if they've been looted.
they haven't. As you look, you note in terms of the three where the actual torso is still intact. You note that they do not appear to have been looted at all. You find the same for those three. You find 3 coin purses with 45 gold total
We
between the
take
three.
it.
Would any of them happen to have a spare dagger on them?
Yeah, I'll give you that. One of them would have, at least one of them would have been carrying a dagger.
I'll scoop that up unless anybody wants to claim to it.
Nornos, give me a whiz. Actually, Kyria, you're also an elf, right? Nornos and Kyria, give me a listen check.
19.
Not too listen.
What'd you do? What'd you roll?
One.
A 1. Kyrie is too busy staring at the bodies in horror. While
And the
Nornos,
mud in my arm right. Mud.
between the sight of all the corpses and the clanking of your armor, you hear nothing. Nornos, you hear what sounds like from several locations, almost like a snake sound, but there is also a clicking sound that goes along with it. And give me another wisdom check. This is for something slightly different.
4 on that one.
All right. Well, they're not all happening at the same time. That's as much as I'll give you. And then there is a disturbing chirping sound that goes through you for some reason.
Chirping.
Yes.
The wildlife here is unsettling.
Well, yeah.
Do we think this is the entirety of the group we were following, or are there footprints that continue on? Because I'm wondering if we shouldn't just keep moving.
You look and you do find a set of footprints that was running further up the trail. However, they didn't get very far because the only thing that you find is the pair of legs right about here. The rest of the body is disturbingly absent.
All right. So some critter or creatures ambushed these people. So we're going to have to search them for any sort of clues.
Torons, could you tell if they were in a rush before they, like, since the moment
They
they
were.
stepped off?
They've been in a rush,
Okay.
haven't
Yeah.
they, Rob?
Oh,
Yeah.
they were moving. I mean, they were moving quickly. You can tell.
Yeah, they were stepping it
The
out
Okay.
long strides.
Yeah, I was
The-
just trying to tell, like, if they were, like, in a rush from the get-go off the boat, or if they were in a rush because, like, oh shit, weird snake thing is chasing us.
the footfalls heading away from the rest of them. There's almost no heel present to it. You can tell that this one was just pure running. Didn't get very far, but was pure running.
Well, yeah. At this point, he was certainly running because his friends are getting ripped apart. Okay. Beware of something that could rip people apart.
Don't have to tell me
we've got to
twice.
search these guys for clues. Well, otherwise, why did we come in here?
Yeah.
So sword and shield out, poking at things with my sword, but ready for something, emphasis on the thing, to come out at us.
Yeah, my sword's drawn too.
All right.
Hammers out.
As you're searching, you've managed to find a single message, um, kind of partially soaked in blood, as the something struck the carrier right about the hip, so it bled a bit into the casing. And the message says, "Lord V, everything is in place. We are ready."
And
course.
such is the death of traitors.
Of course, he'll never get. He won't be getting that message anytime soon.
All right.
Nornos, give me another listen check.
7.
7. Kyria, give me a listen check.
Fine.
I'll start looking at all the corpses. Hell,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Too bad for you.
7 and a 5. And now, Nornos, that was with your listen bonus, right?
No.
See,
Where
that
would
would have
that be on
gotten
my
you.
sheet?
I think you're an elf. I think that's a +3, if I remember.
Oh, okay, that would be a 10 then.
Is wisdom a prime for you?
It is not. I'm now seeing it +2, so that would be a 9 listen.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear the clicking and stuff, and the rest of you can hear the hissing and clicking as well at this point. And then the unmistakable sound of something moving, rather several things moving really fast through what it sounds like water as well,
I didn't know if it was water or trees. Something was going to ambush us.
descending upon you fast. And with that, partially hidden because of the dense brush and trees and such, you find yourself not only surrounded by lizard men,
Oh, man.
But with them, there's a couple of bone snappers. Large, dinosaur-like creatures.
That's not treasure.
No, it is not. Nornos, have you lost initiative yet?
Not yet.
Remote
No.
time.
He's our
Oh,
MVP.
oh my goodness, Nornos
Keep it
is
up.
on. I have never. I don't think all of my initiative streaks added together beats the streak that Nornos is on right now. All right, time for initiative.
Oh,
Did you roll
spoke too
one?
soon. I rolled a 1.
Ugh.
I
Rob,
magically
this is your chance to roll a 1 and tie it up and re-roll.
I magically did not roll a 1. Castle Keeper's got a 4. Oh, happy day. Oh man. Yeah, so the first bone snapper runs up and tries to take a big chomp out of Nornos. And I'm only allowed to either roll good initiative or good attacks, not both. Because Nornos deftly sidesteps the bite of the bone snapper. Oh man. It's like, come on. These things can move pretty fast. So the second one runs up and snaps at Torrens. Does AC 18 hit?
That's exactly my AC, Rob.
You know, it's that those bandages might have been a good call.
They usually are.
Of course, I get a good attack and I can't roll damage for crap. That's 3 points of damage.
All right, 3 points is taken. Oh.
All right. One of the lizard men runs up and attacks Balderdash. You see they're carrying spears. And rolls a nat 1, he drops his spear. Thanks, Longshot. Another one runs up to attack Gordon. Would you believe I just rolled 2 nat 1s in a row?
Yes.
Yes, because you're not
I've
fighting
done it
me.
before.
Oh.
That's what
It
you
was
get
on
for
roll
having the
20, though.
audacity to win initiative.
All right. These two move up to attack Kyria. That's an AC 19.
Yes.
Misses. I thought it might. AC 18 is not going to hit either. That's going to be one of those days. All right. The two over here decide to chuck spears at Hobbs. Oh, that's a D12. That's not going to do the job.
No, they should continue to use the D12s.
AC 15 isn't going to do anything. Yeah, I'm just, I don't even know why I bother. Apparently I need to have over level you guys by 10 levels in order to make sure that I have a shot at hitting anybody with anything. All right. Let's start with Torrens. Since
Okay.
you got a bone snapper on you.
And this group is a lot more armored than many groups that we're in, so we don't have rogues and thieves and finger wigglers. So I'm just gonna obviously swing my sword at the bone snapper in front of me. I have no bonuses other than my standard to hit, but I did roll a natural 17 for a 22.
That's going to hit.
I'm going to assume that'll hit, and sadly, I only did 5 points of damage.
All right. Well, you did about as much relatively to the bone snapper as it did to you. Let's go with Balderdash. You've got the lizard men on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at him.
All right.
And oh, that's not gonna do it. That's 13.
13 is not going to hit. Nornos.
We are going to attempt to hit the bone snapper.
All right.
24.
That will hit.
For 7 damage.
7 damage. That will. All right. Yeah, that's a nice sizable chunk. You slash it. Cross. You see. Some of the tough hide cuts open. A little bit of ichor flowing out, but not overly heavily damaged. It roars, or well, it tries to roar, but the sound comes out more like a bird with a touch of bass to it, a baritone bird trying to squawk, like a loud squawk. Gordon,
And
you,
real quick,
Okay.
could I combat dominance one of the lizard folk?
I'm gonna go with no, only because of the size of the bone snapper getting in the way.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where if they were both in front, if they were both in front of you, or if the other one was more to the side, I'd let it. But this is this bit much.
Gotcha.
Gordon, you got one lizard man right in front of you.
All right. I guess I will use my Warhammer. See if I can damage him anything.
Mm-hmm.
18 plus 2, 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's gonna hit.
All right. And that's 9 points of damage. Oh, pardon me, 10 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, the lizard man is not looking good. He's you smash into him pretty hard. He looks shaken as much as a something with the lizard face can look. Kyria, you've got 2 of them on you.
Maybe your switch dice. It's fine. 16.
16 will hit.
Seven damage.
All right, you swing that Morning Star, and it connects basically at the shoulder. You hear a bit of a crunch as you assume that you've broken a couple of its bones, or at least fractured some bones, and it buckles for momentarily before coming back to full size. Hobbs, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move up over next to Torzen,
To
and if I can,
towards Kyria, the ones that are attacking her, or
no, the
Bone
cutter,
Snapper.
the bone snapper, yeah, just next to Torrens.
All right.
Yeah. Big O 13.
All right. 13 is going to miss. Yes, Tuxlefit Hobbs is playing a Dwarven Barbarian. All right. I think that is. I think that's everyone. So with that, we're going to roll initiative again. Gordon, you are up for initiative. As
That's a 10-sided, correct?
10-sided die. Yep.
8.
Castlekeeper rolls a 7. Gordon, why don't you start us off with an attack? You've got a badly wounded lizard folk in front of you.
Yeah, let's see if I can actually roll it in the thing. Oh, 1.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Oh my goodness!
I evidently slipped in the blood puddle or something.
Yeah. Give me a strength check.
A strength check?
Yep.
Okay. 10.
Is that a prime?
Yes.
You managed to you lose your attack, but you managed to hold on to your weapon. It doesn't go.
Okay.
It doesn't go flying. All right. Boulder Dash.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and swing again after that whiff,
Okay.
and that's going to be much better. That's 18,
All right. That hits.
and damage is 4 plus 9 damage.
Yeah. He's the hammer connects solidly, and your lizard man is in some serious pain.
He's still gonna pick up his weapon, right?
Yeah, he'll be able to pick up his, but he'll be able to pick up. Well, he could decide not to use his weapon. They are optional. Valinda, not Valinda. Nornos. I'd like you to give me a before your attack. I'd like you to give me a wisdom check.
Sure. 17.
You hear the two lizard folk behind the bone, that are behind the bone snapper. You hear the hissing and clicking sound again, and you hear more hissing and clicking from further up or somewhere north of you, with a rather pronounced deep sound to it. It sounds like the same, it sounds like lizard folk talk, but it is, it's louder, and it seems to be heading this direction.
We
Just
got
don't be
more heading
pulling-
our ways.
Just don't pull out any Land of the Lost Allosauruses on us.
No, I'm not. That nuts.
Right. Well, we need to take care of these guys and get the heck out of here.
Yeah, we don't even know where they were going.
Yeah. I'm gonna try
Maybe
and
first.
attack the Bone Crusher.
All right, go for it.
That'll be a 19
That's gonna hit.
for 6 damage that time.
All right. Yeah, the bone snappers taking some wounds. It's between hammers and swords. It's you can tell it's struggling a bit. Hobbs, you're right there. Oh, you're with the different bone snapper. That's right. My bad. Different bone snapper, but Hobbs, go for it.
I'm gonna move around to where I'm flanking.
All right, you kind of sidestep.
$19 to hit,
That's gonna hit.
and 7 points of damage.
All right. Torrens.
All right. Well, Bone Snapper hasn't gone anywhere, so uh is my buddy there giving me a flank for +1?
+1, yep.
Nice. All right. So let me swing ye old longswordy. Give myself a +1 there. Nat 18, 24. I'm good at hitting.
That's
I
gonna.
just haven't been good at damaging. Let's see how I do today. I had to say that. I rolled a 1, so 3 points of damage.
Oh man. Kairia.
It's trying to hit it. It's still there.
Yep, you got two of them. One of them you damaged pretty well the first time. So
19 hit.
19.
Yeah.
Yes.
Six.
6 points of damage
6 damage.
with the nice shot you got the first time. The first of the lizard folk go down. Nornos, you've already gone. Gordon, did you go this round yet?
Um,
I don't think
didn't I go first?
you might actually. Yeah, you're right. You might have gone first. Has everyone gone?
I slipped on the banana peel, remember?
Oh, that's right. Has everyone? I think everyone's gone this round. Correct. All right. So things happen. First of all, the first one moves up behind Hobbs, and because it's already thrown its spear, it does a claw bite on him. First claw miss, second claw missed. AC 20 hit on Hobbs.
He's muted.
So
It's 21.
is it Chronoso?
Yeah.
I should have used my own hero point. All right. This guy also moves up, and
What?
but he does not get flanking, so his chances of hitting Hobbs are pretty non-existent. Claw, no. Close, but no cigar. Ooh, I finally hit. Not 21 on 21 exactly. And bite is 1d8.
Am I the only one with a sub 20 armor class?
I'm sub 20.
Oh, okay.
2 points of damage. Bone Snapper attacks Torrens.
Okay.
Rolled a 2.
As long as he rolls his to hit, like I roll my damage, I can win this fight.
It's like the one of the guys I have an actual good chance of hitting, and no. Good chance of hitting with the thing with the best attack bonus of them all, and still no. And I'm pretty sure that AC 15 does not hit Kyria. So,
No.
Bone Snapper on Nornos. Hey, hallelujah, AC 22.
On the dot.
Oh, man. The good news is this is the biggest damage thing that they have. The bad news
Okay,
is my dice suck. 3 points of damage. Holy crap. Seriously, I'm trying to make this sound dangerous, but you know, it occurs to me that if I ever actually decided to like upscale it up to like account for the fact that my die rolling is horrible, I would end up TPKing the party because suddenly I'd be rolling 20s all over the place.
I think
I'm convinced.
I think a lot of the big differences is that classic AD&D style games, a lot of the damage is 1 to X. Whereas in more modern games, it's 1 to X plus 8. You know, they
Yeah.
just always add in massive bonuses to damage.
Yeah. One on Gordon. Nat 20! Why couldn't it have been last one? Oh, yeah, of course. I rolled nat 20. I realized he had dropped his spear. So that did a whole 2 points of damage on one of his claws.
Okay.
Second attack misses. And another nat 20. 8 points of damage as he
Ooh.
bites you.
Okay.
And then there's the one on Balderdash, who also has. Would you believe I just rolled another nat 20? But that's also
No.
but he also dropped his spear or didn't have a spear. So he also does 2 points of damage on the claw, on the first claw. Second claw, AC 20?
That would hit.
Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. That's another 2 points of damage. And then the bite. AC 18. I'm assuming that misses.
If he's evil,
He is not evil.
and that hits.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that's 3 points of damage.
I'm dying here. Not really.
And I already did the bone. I'm pretty sure I already did the bone snapper on Torrens, correct? And the
Yes,
lizard
he rolled poorly,
and the lizard
and you
folk
cursed your dice.
and the lizard. Did I do the lizard folk on Hobbs? Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
believe you did. That was the first claw bites.
okay,
from a
so
lizard
that
folk.
is everyone. However, so don't take this for what it shows up as. I just need a different token, and I don't have. Let me see if I have anything I can
Are
put.
you going to
that
throw
looks
Croxagores at us?
more like a humanoid. It's an ogre token. It actually looks like a larger lizard.
It is a Croxagore. It's a Warhammer lizard ogre.
And he's got another bone snapper with him.
Oh, good lord.
And they're running at like full. Sound of battle. They're running at full tilt. All right. So Gordon, I believe you won initiative last round. So you're rolling again.
8.
Castle Keeper rolls a 6.
Yeah.
All right. Gordon, why don't you start us off?
All right. I'm going with my normal roll, and let's see, that is 15.
15 is just enough to hit.
All right. Yay, me. Oh, so that came 11 points of damage.
Yeah, your next shot finishes him off. All right. Kyria.
And the next one that's right. And I hit that one. Was
This
that
one
the
you haven't
second?
hit yet. This one is the other one's dead. This is the first time you're trying to hit this one.
13.
13 is not going to be enough. All right. Balderdash.
Well, let's see if I can hit something this time. That is going to hit. That's going to be 18.
18 will hit. Let's see if you can finish him off because I think I'm pretty sure you hit him once already.
Yes, so that's total is 11.
Yeah, you knock him back. You connect basically solidly in the midsection, and it knocks him back into the water, and he's just like kind of floating. And
Can I
then
still move after I swing?
yes, that's kind of why that's why I had you attack first.
Yeah. So I would like to move behind uh uh, uh Torrens and move up to where Hobbs is so I can get flanking on the one lizard there.
All right. All right. Hobbs.
All right. I'm gonna do a whirlwind attack on the two lizard men.
All right.
23 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Oh.
11 damage.
And it's 11. How does the whirlwind? Remind me. How does the whirlwind attack work?
That's what I was reading. I don't know if it's the same attack for both of them.
I think it. I think it would be. Moments when you need to remind yourself.
Again,
how
an
to think.
attack roll. So I'll roll again. The second one misses.
Okay. 11 points of damage is enough to take out the first one. Usable once per combat encounter. All right.
I've never seen it used yet. Of course, I don't have any barbarians in the games I play usually. Good to see that.
Yeah, cool. I first time I think I've seen that as well. All right. In that case, Torrens, you got the bone snapper, who's
Yep, I will continue to
taking a
contend
beating.
with the bone snapper. The only thing here I don't get a bonus against. All right, let's see how I do. I swing my trusty blade that betrays me time and again, as it does again this time. Actually, I don't even hit this time.
All right. In that case, I think the only one left is Nornos. You haven't attacked your bone snapper yet, right?
Correct. And I will do so. That's gonna be an 11.
That is going to miss. All right.
Can I do a listen check to see if there's more people coming towards us?
Absolutely.
Oh, I will shout incoming.
9.
9 total. Is that with your list? That's with the +2?
Yep.
You're not among the sounds of battle, and you're vaguely aware of the big guy coming up with the other bone snapper. You're not hearing anything in addition to that.
Gotcha.
All right. These two come charging in. Going wildly. And hold on a second. I need to go remind myself what his thing is. All right. I apparently have no middle of the dice thing. I've got ones, twos, and threes, and 20s. I don't know where the rest of my 20-sided die is, but it's gone missing. But yeah, that thing swings wildly at Balderdash and misses. He's got basically he's got a club that looks to be pretty much made out of a large tree branch. Sizable, but he misses. It's definitely lizard folk. He is a good 6 to 8 inches taller than the rest of them. The bone snapper bites at Hob. Ooh, that is AC 21.
That is.
All right, so I have rolled 3 points. I think I've rolled 3 points of damage on every bone snapper successful bite so far. Let's see if I can roll something else up. Four points of damage. Oh, no, wait. No, he charged. So 6 points of damage. Instead of a 3, I rolled a 4. +2. Yeah, that's great. Just for next round, both that bone snapper as well as the giant lizard man will have a -4 to their AC, just so you're aware. The one, what do we call it? The one lizard folk on Hobbs misses. The bone snapper on Torrens misses because I switched 20-sided die and I still rolled 3s.
That's important. If I miss, he should miss.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it should miss. I shouldn't assume gender.
the lizard folk on Kyeria 7. All right. We rolled 7 on the die anyway. And yeah, that's actually at least not a 2 or a 3. Bone snapper on Nornos. AC 19.
Miss.
This close. All right. And with that, we are Gordon. I think you're still rolling initiative
Yep.
because you all are just like pounding away and keeping me from getting my attacks in first.
3.
A Castle Keeper rolls a 9, which means Nat 1's coming up.
We can only hope.
All right, let's start with the big guy on the big lizard folk on Balderdash. Oh, hey, AC 22.
That hits easily.
That hits easy.
1 point of damage.
Really?
I am going to, as soon as one of these days, I will figure out how to get a second camera set up because it's just getting placed, figuring out where I would actually put it and getting stuff cleared out of the way. I will have a second camera so I can have it pointed at my die so you can see what my die rolls are.
Nice cam.
Because it's just ridiculous. All right. That was the giant. So the bone snapper on Hobbs. That's gonna miss. Lizard folk on Hobbs. That's gonna miss. Bone snapper on Torrens. Not unless AC 13 hits. I'm pretty sure Torrens has a better AC than that. Lizard folk on Kyeria. That's going to miss. And then finally, Bone Snapper on Nornos. Change 20-sided die because... Yeah, so it's the same difference. AC 13 is not going to do it. All right. Let's go with Balderdash. Who do you want to attack?
I will hit the big lizard that tried to hit me, or did hit me, I guess.
All right.
That is 11 plus. So does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Ooh. And 13 damage.
Ooh, you stagger him. He was not expecting that, that's for sure.
Brutal.
Hobbs.
So you said the big guy has a -6 to AC?
Both the big guy as well as the bone snapper that's behind you. Both have
All right.
nice AC.
Can I hit the big guy from where I'm at?
Yeah, I'll let you hit the big guy from where you're at.
26 a hit for 10 points.
And the funny thing is, this party is full of hammers and blunt objects. Oh, more you hear more bones crack as it hisses and chirps out in pain. Basically under that assault.
Are you bone snapping bone snappers?
They are bone snapping bone snappers. I've come up with a name for there's only one name I can think of for this party if if it stays together as a group. Though you are kind of missing a damage dealing spellcaster, but if this group isn't named Hammer Time, something's gone seriously wrong.
Many cool hammers for MC Hammer.
Oh man, Torrens.
You could also name us Can't Touch This with the high ACs. Oh, sorry. Torrens. I swing. Oh God, off the 18 onto the 9. Good Lord. Does a 15 hit it? Please say a 15 hits it.
15 does not hit it. No.
Oh, wait. Do I have flanking?
Yes, you do.
Yay, 16. Does 16 hit it?
16 does hit it.
Oh, thank God. Okay, let's roll some real damage here. Real damage. Do you hear me? Real. 7 points of damage is dealt.
With the damage that it's taken, that is just enough for it to go down.
Oh, fantastic. Can I slide in next to Lizard Man there?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Right.
Give him something to focus on while my buddies are beating up the big bads.
Mm-hmm. Kyeria.
One that I've been hitting. It's 16.
16's gonna hit.
9 damage.
All right, and I'm pretty sure that's the first time that you've hit that particular one. Nornos.
I'm going to continue to engage with this Bone Snapper and use my last 2 hero points to try to take this thing down.
All right.
21.
That's going to hit.
4. 6 damage.
You're close. Gordon, can I assume that you want to move in to attack the Bone Snapper?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's see if I can hit that. 19 total.
That's enough.
Wow. Okay, so 11-point damage.
And that takes that one down. All right.
Nice on.
Did I win initiative this round? I don't remember. I think I did.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually rolling initiative again. Balderdash, you are up for initiative.
Balder dash. Balder dash.
10.
10's a good roll. Don't tie it, Rob.
Well, I don't use hero points for initiative, so, or at least not regulars. So here goes nothing. And I wasted it. That's killing me is the fact that I've wasted good initiative rolls. I got an 8.
Oh, oof.
All right. Kyria, why don't you start us off and see if you can finish this guy off?
Oh. 20 to get? Not a natural finish.
What'd you get?
And 20.
All right, that hits.
9 damage.
That second hit is enough to finish that one off. Torrens.
All right, Torrens is going to try to finish Lizard Guy off here. I don't know if he's been hit before, but I'm a ranger and stalking humanoids in the wilds is what I do. So I'm going to swing. I get no bonuses. Nat 18. Oh, he's going to be hurting here because I'm going to be adding 4 to my damage.
Go for it.
So rolling my damage, adding 4. Total of 10 points of damage.
That is enough to kill him.
Yeah.
Let's start with Balderdash because you guys have been attacking the big guy and putting a serious hurting on him. So
All right, I'll swing away again. Oh, what is that? That is 11, so that's 18 again.
18's gonna hit.
Ooh, I rolled another 8 on the dice. That's 13 again.
Yeah, that's. I don't even know why I bothered. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. He's dead. Hobbs, the bone snapper is looking around and seeing all of it's basically the guy who had it not on a leash, but he was following is looking around and go ahead if you want to attack.
18 to hit, and it's 6 points of damage.
All right, yeah, you do the 6 points of damage. It turns tail and starts running away. It realizes it is alone. Its pack is missing. I let you decide whether or not you want to do anything while it's running away, or if you just want to let it go.
Daddy needs new boots.
Daddy needs to. So I'm taking your. All right. Oh man, I'm you
So that's
guys.
a crit.
Yeah,
Bone
there we go.
snapper boots, huh?
That's a
Yeah.
crit. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. So,
How much damage? How much damage is full damage for you? I know the hammer's like a
13.
+3. 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, you basically you wounded enough, and you were able to finish it off quickly. And suddenly, it is very, very quiet here.
Ugh.
So, near as you can determine, in the aftermath, as you're doing your searching and trying to piece together, these look like they were basically supposed to be the bits and pieces that you're finding, and looking at the armor that they were wearing, and you're comparing it to the those that were on the those were left on the ship. These were better armed than the rest. It didn't do them much good. But it looks like they were fighting forces coming to join the fight. And you now have in terms of the campaign, for the first time, you've got some definitive proof that there is a rebellion underway. And with that, we come to the end of the adventure. If you have any questions that you'd like answered, I'm happy to answer them. But I do want to thank you all for, first of all, for my players for getting up with me at 9 a.m. Eastern, and earlier if you were west of me.
Hey, that was sleeping in compared to going to work.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh man, and thank you. What do you call it? Thank you everybody in the chat for hanging out, watching. Thank you for the raids. Trollord Games, Finisiwaki. I don't remember if anybody else raided, but the between those two, we do have the raffle, and the players, you are eligible for the raffle. So if you've not entered, exclamation point ticket to enter. And we will be raffling off the gift card shortly. I will close it in another minute or two. Okay, yeah.
Rob, did the big lizard guy have anything special on him? And also,
No,
if one of
not
the
really.
clerics could use the detect magic and make sure that none of these guys that were on their way had anything.
Yeah, actually, not you're right. Not to mention Chuck. Yeah, I did get two. Chuck, I've got tickets for my highlighted streams, but I don't have any for the middle game. I do have a third game today. Just so you're aware, that I'll be streaming. So if I can use, I've got my allotment for the month. I can use that in a pinch, but. Sounds good. All right.
And thank you, Rob, for castle keeping for us.
Oh, my pleasure. And welcome
Yes,
for those
thank
of
you.
you for those of you who have this is your first time in the campaign. That would be Nornos and Gordon. The others new characters, but still part of the campaign. Welcome to the Embers of Empire campaign, where things are happening in the Kingdom of Nyrond.
Please come back.
Yeah, please come back because we can have some fun.
I mean,
Well,
it would be a
I'm
jerk
gonna
move to
be
take the
gaming
ring of
again in 2
protection and
hours,
not
but-
come back.
Yes, some of you are coming back really quickly.
Yes.
All right, so I am about to close the giveaway. I'm going to close the giveaway in in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giveaway is closed. And let's see, our first winner. We've got 2. Savage Splendor. All right. Congrats to Savage Splendor. Our second winner. Kalita Redwood. Congratulations.
Congrats.
I hope let me check to make sure that they're still in, because I don't. Okay, cool. They are in chat. Do me a favor, if you are on Discord, you can message me at PhantomNJ. Otherwise, I'll have to send it to you via Twitch chat, which gets kind of weird, but you can message me at PhantomNJ on Discord, and I can get those to you. That's the easiest way to do it. And thank you, everybody. Let me see who we are going to be raiding. Well, actually, no. Before we do that, while I'm looking for somebody to raid, players, let's start with any thoughts or such or messages that you want to give out, and anything that you're doing during the we call it, either in general or looking forward to for this weekend. Let's start with Asher.
Oh, thanks, Rob. I'm just I keep busy with a bunch of virtual games and running my own Castles and Crusade game in Greyhawk, and I'm putting a lot of effort in Foundry and Dungeon Draft, making really cool virtual games. So just pay attention to all the stuff that's going on this weekend and watch where you can and play where you can. I know I'm going to be taking advantage of all that.
Awesome. Mitchell.
Not really a whole lot going on.
Short but sweet. I like it. Mark, what about you?
I'll be gaming with you in the next at 3. So beyond that, I've got what, 3 down, 4 more games to go.
Nice. And I need to remember to switch because I believe you're my next person is also in the game at 3. I could be wrong about that, but I suspect because he's everywhere. That would be Bruingal.
Yes, so you are correct. I am in your game at 3. This was my second of 9 sessions this weekend.
Wow.
So people know me as Bruingal on Twitch. I make things, dice tubes and different things. And play games and bug Rob whenever I can. I'm looking forward to a bunch of games this weekend. I'm in Carlos, I'm in Tim's, I've got 2 more with Rob. I've got Guild Superior, so yeah, it should be a packed weekend.
Nice. And Chris, DM Chris 72, because I noticed that Keisha is away from keyboard.
Yes, you do. Yeah, we'll be here all weekend, so.
All right, excellent. Yes,
Thanks
you
again.
are. And I got to say, those of you who signed up for multiple games, I have to give a special thank you because it really does make my life easier. Having people that are well, at least having some of the same characters. I know you have different characters, but those were already in. So with that, there's nobody.
There is no live streams right now that I can find when I looked at the schedule until 2.
Yeah, well, none of the highlighted streams are on. I was looking to see if any of our people who weren't highlighted streams were on. Yeah, I can't, Chuck, because I need to get ready for the next game.
They're all Discord and different things. They're not. None of them are live in the virtual Greyhawk Con.
And the only person that I have that's D&D-ish on my friends list is somebody I don't really know, and they're not even playing D&D. They're just chatting about stuff. So as much as I hate
Violence is on, which has done gaming with Lord Gazumba. That's the only person I've got on.
But they're playing Silent Hill 3. You know something? Yeah, I think she is part of the Greyhawk Creators Group. I realize it isn't D&D, but just pop in, at least say hello, make her feel more part of the community, because she hasn't gotten to do much lately, at least with Jay. So we're going to raid Violence, and 3:00. We will be back at 3:00 for Dark Heart of the Natmarsh. See you then. And you got that.
Nice meeting everybody.
Nice meeting you.
Yep.
37.
Right on. Thanks, everyone.
36
See you back here at 3.
Yep. Rating in 3, 2, 1. See you on the flip side.